Trash to Cash podcast, episode newest. How's it going? I'm Dave, and with me, as always, we have Carrie, American Arbitrage, and Kevin, the cute little Fix-It Felix guy.
Oh, look at that guy. Look at that.
Bedford, Virginia.
Look at that, man. Dazed and confused Kevin in the house.
Yeah,
I
what's
love
with
it.
the shirt, Kevin?
I know, man.
Like,
Wavy
Stoner
gravy,
Kev?
bro.
What? It's the Mavericks. The Mavericks.
Is that a band?
Oh my gosh, there's a cat in here. Holy moly. Scared me.
His internet's working good.
Yeah, no, I think he's seeing stuff because the LSD.
There's a cat.
No animals in there, bud.
Anyways, so podcast time. How's it going,
Yeah,
Kev?
it's
Me
going
and Carrie
good.
just came back from seeing Wicked.
Wicked, which apparently is about the Wizard of Oz and not a biopic on the founding of that one company that makes movies.
Oh, not the witchcraft thing. The Wicked
it's a different
film company.
Yeah, I was very.
Did you hear
disappointed.
about that, Kevin? So apparently this is a bolo now. The original action figures for the Wicked movie had a website on the back that led people to a
I
website.
did hear about that. Yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah, and I guess this is now a bolo. So if you're out there, you know.
You think it was
got
Did you learn
purpose?
about that from Rockstar?
Sure got in the news.
I learned it from Dawn.
It's kind of like an old trick with somebody named Ripken. You know, they just pulled a fast one on everybody. Hold on, I'm gonna let this cat out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there we
He's
go.
too loud, right?
Yeah, he is too loud and annoying. Is there a way to mute him entirely? People wanted us to let him tell his cool stories about his dad. I feel like that was a plant, though. That might have been his dad.
That the cat. What did he do?
Are you back?
How come I can't see anybody?
Are you in? Yeah, you're in 180p, bro.
Oh, you can't see us?
No, I can't see you.
So when we make him big,
That's okay, though. I don't mind if you can't see us. Do you care?
we got you on our big screen so we can see you.
It's weird, but whatever.
That messes him up, though.
Yeah. He'll be all right. Anyways, so Wicked, the film, I was less in love with it than I thought I would be. Maybe I hyped it up a little too much. What about you, Carrie?
Maybe you're not really defying gravity.
So do those things really go for more money?
I liked it better than I thought.
Is it like a significant jump?
Supposedly, yeah. I don't know. I didn't actually
I
comp them. I
just
just go by what Dawn tells me.
Wicked.
She's never lied before.
Look it up.
Action figure? What are they?
Remember when he types the letter
Wicked
P in his
action
browser,
figure.
It already comes
And
up as
what's
It's
one
one.
of those
It's on your
sites.
bookmarks.
what's the key word to put in? Okay, air. So you want to put an air.
Yeah, error.
Right.
Error.
Oh my
error.
gosh!
Wicked
People
action
got 'em
figure
listed for
error. It's a
stupid
lot of
amounts
money.
Yeah, but what are they really selling
No,
for?
I'm
That's the
getting
thing.
there.
People
I'm
still
getting
list Beanie
decent.
Baby Princess Diana's
They're
for like
selling
$5,000.
Yeah. So okay, here we go. It is $999. Someone sold the two.
I
set
don't
of
buy
them.
that. The one
Right there.
underneath it is $59.99.
Nope. I'm willing to pay. I'm using rod math. I'm willing to pay $800 per action
99.
figure.
No, that's not right. That's a fake one. 189. No.
All right, so
might be
$60
real.
a piece.
189.
$189 for the two. Yeah, 60 to 100 a piece is what they're selling for.
No.
That's funny. I don't know why. I mean, I guess if you're a Wicked collector. I mean, I went and I got the popcorn bucket and it sold right away. I think there's some really avid Wicked fans.
Yeah, there's
I
some
think is
people.
what the story
I think
is.
Wicked's been around for a while, right? It's not a new IP.
How long has it been around?
04.
Okay.
2004.
So 20
Wicked.
years.
That was one of those words.
I think it was 2003, actually.
when you guys were young.
One
That's
of what
wicked.
words, Kevin?
Didn't you say that? That's wicked.
Oh, yeah. We used to say that's Wicked. Not
What
as
did-
much. I was more of a California
What
thing.
did you say, Kevin, when you were a kid?
Oh, awesome.
There's
Quit,
total
quit
man.
being a square.
Totally, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Are you wearing? Do you have a cup that has you on the? That's a picture.
Yeah, is that
of
you?
on the
Wait,
cup.
go back.
Look at that. This cup has a picture of him on it. That's
This
wild.
is a
I know
gift
who that is.
from
Do you
my
know who that
oldest
is?
son.
That's
You
Lou
can read
Gehrig.
it. That's Lou Gehrig.
I learned cursive and.
Interestingly enough, he has a disease named after him, and so does Kevin in Ukaipa.
What's
I
Kevin's disease?
I had
name?
a base.
Put your guesses down below on what the disease is that Kevin's named after. It has a name after.
Something
You know what
about
I mean?
Brown.
I had
Kevin
a
Brown.
ball player. My very
Kevin Brown's
Some
disease.
diarrhea. Some diarrhea.
my
thing.
very first year coaching.
When you eat too much
Carrie,
Del
you'd
Taco?
like this, Carrie. My very first year coaching, I had a ball player named Luke Eric. Luke Eric.
Oh, it's almost like
Lou
I
Gehrig.
like that.
Yeah.
He was my DH.
I like that. Did
He
you?
hit 091.
Did you
for
let
the year. DH. That's how bad
You
we
can't
couldn't
take
hit.
him out of a game, though, out of principle, because Lou
That's right.
Gehrig never missed a game.
Kevin,
right?
Carrie was looking up your stats the other day.
I was
at
looking up
Liberty
your
University,
stats.
Not very good, were
At
they?
Liberty. No.
What was it?
It looked like you
six
played in
from
98,
500
and then you
at-bats?
barely played in 99. They were like giving up on the
He
Kevin
was
Brown
bench
experiment.
warmer,
Yeah.
is what it said.
I was.
Warmed
There
the
was a
bench
short
from
time.
99 to 2000.
I had a short window where I played. I always played a little bit. I was defensive replacement, and I come in and sacrifice bunt. So you don't get no stats when you sacrifice, and you don't get no stats on defense. I never made an error though. That's why I came back in and played defense.
You were the Ozzie Smith of your team. You were just there for backflips and defense.
So were you just not very good at baseball?
Well, no. I mean, I was a heck of a high school baseball player. We did good. Won a couple state championships.
You couldn't
But
handle the big
as
leagues,
you can
though.
see, my stature, I wasn't very big. And so when you get to that next level and everybody's chucking 95 at you, you know, I could hit lefties pretty good, and I just couldn't hit righties with a slider. Just couldn't hit them. So I was a defensive.
Could you hit a
replacement.
curveball? Could you hit a curveball? Could you hit a slurve? Did they have slurves in the 90s?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I saw
Knuckleball?
Did you ever watch Moneyball? Kevin
No,
probably
never
had
watched
like
it.
some weird.
He's like the
stat.
Scott Hatterberg of, where the
never
guy was
watched
completely
it?
useless.
Did
but,
you
like,
see
they
my
put him on
game
the team?
against
Kevin's
UVA?
never watched
Carrie?
it.
I had a great game. I got to start.
No,
every once
is
in a
there
while against
video?
Lefties. No, but you can look.
I want to see a video of it. I just saw stats.
We used to.
I'd love to see a video.
No, UVA is really good now. We used to beat the devil out of them.
Yeah. Really?
Well, that's
Carrie doesn't care.
living his glory days.
It's true.
My first hit ever
Liberty's
was
good for
against-
football now. Liberty has a really good football team again, I think, or at least they
They're
got some
all right.
players.
They're okay.
I pulled a Caden. What's his name? The quarterback
Salter.
out of one of my packs.
Caden Salter.
Caden Salter.
He was amazing last year.
I tried
This year,
to.
not so
I
good.
again, Kevin tried to convince Carrie to sell more cards on Dib Day.
I
think he's
saw
gonna maybe
that.
start.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on it. I mean, I got Rod to do like his first real like card show on the site that we shall not name, whatnot.
Dib
And he did really good. He did good. So
for him.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hi,
Molly.
Molly. The dog has entered the room. Molly the dog.
oh,
she
do
wants
you hear
Carrie.
evil? Do
I
you
don't know
sense
why.
evil?
Well, yeah. She's like, who's the monster on the television?
She's like,
That's
I want to
Kevin.
make sure. I
That's
know.
Kevin, the
I
person
want to
you're
make sure
most
you guys
scared
are
of.
okay. You got to leave quick. Oh, she's shaking her booty
Kevin,
too.
like our dog hates Kevin
I know.
more than any
Listen,
human in the universe.
it hurts
I'm
my
not
feelings.
sure
I'd
why.
rather not talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's upset. Like Carrie told me.
Molly,
I
he's
think
like,
it really
like,
does
a
because
little bit.
Kevin really does like dogs.
Gosh,
Yeah.
dude, that's
Ca-
like
Carrie was telling me when you met Duke, his dog, like he could see you actually liked dogs.
No, I'm not even joking. Like I saw him interact with Duke. I'm like, oh man, maybe this isn't. Maybe I misjudged Kevin for once. But
love
you know,
dogs.
I'm not
Probably
gonna
not, though.
tell anybody publicly that.
I think
but-
Molly just watches the podcast and she's heard the
She's
rumors.
like a live podcast. Sign me up.
She's heard the rumors about it and she's like, "Ooh, I don't want to go into that Kevin guy." I heard about what he's up to, but yeah, I think she might have been wrong. So Mike Camparelli for the win.
well,
How about that?
what?
He comes in and he tells me about raffling. Have you heard of Rolfing?
Rolfing.
Did I talk about this yet? I think I did on my personal channel. Yeah, Mike Camparelli, in the last episode where me and Carrie did a secret and he was half asleep, we were talking about how bad my back. I was
Selling with Kevin and Rob.
which is what I do sometimes. Oh, nice, Kevin.
Sorry.
Well done.
Thanks. Please go ahead and watch YouTube videos, Kevin. While
yeah,
we're doing
just
a
watch some YouTube.
podcast.
Anyways,
Very unprofessional.
Mike recommended I try Rolfing, which is some sort of like alternative medicine type of thing to help back pain. And it's like the craziest deep tissue massage. Like imagine a deep tissue massage, Kevin, but they only push on the most sensitive spots on your body that hurt the most. Like the most
Kevin's
painful
been to
massage.
quite a few massages like that, by the way.
Yeah.
For the record.
Well,
Off the record.
No, I've
So that's,
never ever
Mike
saw this
recommended
for
it.
the record, other than like family or something.
you said you've
Hello?
wait, what?
I've never.
you cut out at a weird time.
Got a
Can you-
massage.
Cut out at a terrible
Okay,
time.
okay.
Is my internet bad?
Gotcha.
I could just take
It's on and off. It's on and
Yeah,
off.
it's
the
Bedford
day off.
level.
It's Bedford
Yeah,
level
it is-
internet.
I've never. Well, let me. All right, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know.
Skip
what's
the
going on
chickens
there.
on the thing again.
Well, anyways, I did Mike's thing. It was expensive. I went and got Rolfed. And I talked about it in my Flipper video, and all the comments are, don't do that. You need to go to a doctor and get an x-ray and MRI, which I'm thankful that people are looking out for me.
My favorite
but
part is that Paige immediately did a video after, like, you think you got problems,
Yeah.
and then Paige did
I
a video.
talked about that in my
Yeah.
video. It made me, being knocked out, and you know how bad a pain I was in.
Yeah,
being knocked
Dave
out
is
for
not
a
like
week,
that.
It made me really appreciate the people out there who
Yeah,
are like
seriously.
working through a disability and doing
Seriously.
eBay. Like, it is not easy. I definitely give you guys props
Seriously.
for doing that. It's respectable. But no, honestly, it worked great. So everyone who was very concerned about my well-being, I just went in full steam and tried it without thinking of the consequences.
Yeah.
And it
I
worked
did
out
warn
fine.
you that it could kill you the day
You did
before.
tell me that,
I did
and
say
I said,
that. I'm
honestly-
like, I've not studied it, but it doesn't sound. It sounds a bit witchcrafty.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I could be in this pain or die. I choose die.
That
Go
bad?
do it and see what happens. It was really, dude, I was laying on the ground editing with my feet elevated for hours one day.
Exactly.
Like I couldn't even stand up.
They
After
insisted
this?
you
Wait a
didn't
minute.
have to be naked.
I'm confused.
No,
you were.
before I got
Before-
Rolf.
okay.
Rolfing, I'm feeling great.
Okay.
I'm feeling great since I got
Your back
Rolf.
hasn't hurt though, so maybe that's
Yeah,
it.
it hasn't hurt since. So.
But you should get it checked out. Maybe it is a.
Maybe we
disc or
should start a
something, and then you
business.
just fix it.
She
A Rolfing
implied
business.
she would have known if it was a disc because she was digging around back there. She's been doing it for 30
she was
years. I'm pretty sure she
Getting all
would
up
have
in the
felt it.
nooks and crannies.
Yeah, it was a little awkward, honestly. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't come back. I'll let you know. I can't recommend Rolfing. Probably legally can't recommend it. So yeah.
Yes. No medical.
No medical advice,
For the,
guys.
for the
at all.
record, this is all alleged. So, but I do
Yes.
want to say, if you're taking medical advice from anything we
not-
say here on Trash to
we are
Cash,
not liable.
yeah, we're not liable. Also, you
Don't
gotta
do
you
that.
gotta do some introspection.
Yes, yeah.
Because
So-
that's a weird thing to be doing.
But I feel great. I'm back in
Get
action.
some narcotics,
Yeah.
some hardcore narcotics. I hear that's good for you.
Well, that's the alternative, right? And
that's-
that's kind of what I wanted to
just
I
said
might
do.
no
even know
medical
a
advice,
YouTube
Kevin, and you
channel
told people to
you
do
can get that
hardcore
from.
narcotics.
I was convinced that if I went to the doctor, they'd want to give me some sort of drugs, some
Yeah,
pain
of
relief
course they
drugs.
do.
I don't really want to take them if I don't have to. And so I was like, nah, I'm just going to try this thing. Worst case, I could go later,
Yeah.
once the Rolfer broke my back permanently,
Yeah.
which was possible. It could have happened, but it didn't.
So what has happened
That's enough
since I
talk of that,
left the
though.
great state of Florida? You guys, by the way, I just
All
want
right,
everybody
since
to
you
know.
left Florida,
I get
we
messages
started a new trend.
every time
suck
they go
it trend.
picking.
Oh yeah.
It's
Suck
awful.
it. Suck it nation. The suck it
I
trend
know
is
it's
sweeping the
supposed to
nation.
be
Yeah.
funny and all, but it really does hurt me. Like, it's not that I'm not happy.
Does it really
for
hurt
y'all.
your feeling?
Just there's nothing to. It's cold. There's nothing. There was 2 yard sales this Saturday. 2 within I had to drive 30 minutes to get to one. The first one didn't exist. Wasn't there. Second one started at 10 o'clock. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I did go to the flea market. I picked up a couple things, but it's terrible.
Should we do context for what we're talking about? Or should we
Yeah,
just
tell
leave it
them
at
tell
that?
them what you started, Carrie.
So
Mike
we're doing.
says he started it,
Well,
though.
yeah, Mike. I think Mike started it, but we've been doing videos of fines, and then at the end, I'll look into the screen. I'll flip the camera around typically, and because it's POV for me, and I'll just go suck it, Kevin.
Like, who
So-
was that wrestler? DMX?
DMX. So it's
Yeah.
not really. We don't care about making money, and we're gonna do great on those fines.
Yeah.
Because Kevin couldn't find them because he
Honestly,
has nothing.
I
out
feel
there.
like I made all the money when Kevin got
Here's also
sacked.
the thing, though. If Kevin was there, he also wouldn't have found those. You have to be a certain level of picker.
What a
but-
mean-spirited podcast we have.
No, it's
what I
fun.
hear.
It's fun to tease
Oh,
Kevin
that
because
reminds me.
Kevin would be
I've
the
gotta tell
first
you
one to
something.
send pictures or videos if he found something.
Oh, you know he would.
Kevin is we only do it because it bothers Kevin.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
probably
I had a
worse,
response.
honestly,
I had a
come to think of
response
it.
to this because I was getting upset because it wasn't just you or Dave, right? I can handle it. It's
was Dawn
everybody
as well.
It's Mike.
Done,
I
got
think
it.
everybody should be doing this in your
Rod,
videos
Don,
too,
it's
just commenting.
Look what I found. And I was gonna respond with a message. I was gonna screenshot something and send it back to you. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Dave is sensitive. He might take this seriously. I got a message
Mhm.
for
Highly
somebody who
sensitive.
wanted a sponsorship, wanted to do something. I can't even remember the name of the company. And in this thing, you know how they're fake half the time, and it's like they act like they know who you are, but they really don't. You know what I'm talking about? And they send you an email saying, "Hey, you want to do a sponsorship or whatever?"
Yeah, land the
Sometimes
plane.
they
So-
land
forget
the
to
plane.
put your.
Oh, shut up! I'm taking my time. Somebody
Fries
said
in the
that
bag, bro.
comments. Let him tell his stories. That's what they said.
We're trying.
So they literally put in there that they wanted me to quit the Trash to Cash podcast and not associate myself with you two or this podcast in order to do this sponsorship. No joke.
That'd
not
be
a
so
joke.
sick.
Isn't
Dude, we
that-
would
I
blow
was
up
like,
if that
what?
happened.
Dude,
So I'll
so
send it to you
cool.
later.
who was it? What company are you allowed to?
I'd have to look at the email. I actually deleted the email, but I'd probably find it. But whatever. I'm not going to say the
Yeah,
company
yeah.
on here, but I was like,
Yeah, this is a
this
lame
serious?
company that allegedly.
Listen, I think that really the play for you, Kevin, would be to just send the dollar signs attached to those sponsorship offers and say "suck it" back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what you probably should do. That would, or maybe your commons payouts, your
No,
commons
Yeah.
fee
come on,
payouts.
dude.
Would just be
it's
like,
not-
"Hey, Dave and Carrie, suck it." Yeah.
My favorite moment, maybe my favorite Kevin moment ever, is when we're going through the car wash, enjoying the magic
Oh, so
of
beautiful.
a Bucky's car wash, the silhouette of Bucky, and then Kevin's on his freaking phone telling us how many cents, not even dollars,
Yeah.
we made on
Just earned
Dibdick.
4
And
cents
it was
on Dibdick, guys.
people didn't get the whole thing. He just told us 2 minutes before.
Yeah. Yeah, you just made 11 cents on Dibdick. It's like, all right, yeah. That's right. We're gonna make 70 cents.
It's the
a
most
week.
Kevin moment ever. I love it though.
It's
I love
my
that about Kevin.
strategy.
He's thorough.
It's my get carry all in strategy, which Dave has now really
I'm a
pushed
slow
on.
burn.
I'm
I'll get there.
I'm excited about. So.
Yeah.
But we, just to
I
be
just
honest,
wish
Dave's
down
been
here.
Listen,
Dave's pushing me now. That might be the
only
key. I
thing-
don't know.
The only thing I was saying to Carrie, if you watch his card videos, it's like every video. He doesn't do it on purpose, but every video is like a 30-minute ad for Whatnot. And I said, why not promote your own platform?
I'm selling my
That he
cards.
doesn't
But you
get
could be
paid for.
selling them on Dibdit. You could be selling
For
them on.
way
What do you mean he
cheaper.
doesn't get paid for? Oh, his Whatnot
Well-
ads. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could
Yeah.
he could be doing it on Dibdit. You know,
My
I mean,
heater
I do
turned
make
on.
money.
Hold
I
on a
get
minute.
there's affiliate marketing and stuff. Oh, his heater
Kevin's-
turned on. Kevin's having problems.
Kevin's having all types of technical difficulties.
How many bracelets today? 7?
We did ask him to record at a different time than normal. To be
Yes,
fair,
because Carrie's being a diva.
Carrie's going to some card show in Tampa.
Me and picking and punching.
Is it in
cards.
Tampa?
Yeah, it's at Clearwater. Is
Yeah.
that I think?
So that'll
Clearwater?
already be over. Thanksgiving will be over by the time they
Yeah.
watch
Happy
this.
Thanksgiving, Kevin.
Post
Kevin
Thanksgiving.
wasn't going to wish Happy Thanksgiving to you all, but I am. Happy
Yeah.
You know,
Thanksgiving.
every year I've
specifically,
done
like,
a
don't
Thanksgiving
thank them.
video and said thank you and all that stuff, and I didn't
This
do
year,
it this year
you're
because
done
it
with
was
that?
no, I forgot about it because I was
Just not-
filming so
not-
far
not
out
thankful
because
this
of
year?
Florida. No, I'm very thankful
Mm.
for everything
The
what
Florida.
you do. Very thankful, very thankful.
Yeah, that's good.
Boy, I'm fuzzy on
Um,
my camera. I must be
good.
really fuzzy on your camera.
You are, but we don't
Yeah.
actually. We think it's an upgrade.
Yeah.
In my video I edited today, I was editing some footage, and me and Tina were in a bathroom, and I found a fleet enema, like an actual enema.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Ooh,
a man.
wow.
And I said, "Oh, Kevin
He was
like
a man.
this."
He's like, I'm the fleet in a man.
I was
Dude,
like, Kevin
there's
was
a
like this, and I
costume.
showed a picture. There's a
Ask
is
me
it
a
really?
question and I'll tell you my secrets.
Do you have the costume, Kevin? I feel like you must.
should.
No,
you should.
I do have like a
Is that like-
jacket that Chernock gave me, like a lab jacket, like brand new white with a little Enderman on it.
Is that for
I can
personal
just,
use?
like,
Is
this
that
is
for
role play? In
I
the
feel like it's a
bedroom?
role playing thing. The inner man is in.
The Enderman is here.
breaking through a wall like the Kool-Aid
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Look it up. Google it. All right.
Hey.
Enderman.
Someone could Photoshop something like that.
Mascot. I don't
Yeah,
know.
just-
Costume.
We're my
Yeah.
artists in the audience.
Yeah, please, somebody have Kevin,
Kevin in the Enderman,
like in the
hopping through a
S&M
wall.
in a
I
man
can't
gear,
find it.
breaking through a wall. What does he say? Hey guys, or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
This
haven't
is
said, "Oh,
like
yeah."
Macho Man or Andy Savage. You know,
Yeah.
he's kind of like
Oh,
Macho
yeah.
Man.
The Slim Jim guy.
That'd be funny.
He
A little
died.
Macho Man.
I accidentally
Kool-Aid Man.
followed an Instagram that is called the Machoverse. Everybody should join this, by the way. It's just a bunch, like a dude who dresses up like the Macho Man all the time. And there was like a bunch of them that got together because there's other Macho Men,
Okay.
and they met together at like a. We should start that kind of stuff. We should.
There
all
it is here.
dress
If you
up
look
more.
up Enderman
Yeah.
mascot,
What do you find?
you'll see
I
a
gotta
couple
look
of
it
them
up.
right here. There's one on X. There's one on your face. I don't know what this is. Up and away with Enderman. This is.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, I see the one on X. Yeah. I mean, sort of. It doesn't
It's
look like
graphic.
it just looks like I don't know. I'll show
It's
you
a
guys.
giant
another time.
costume. Whose
Sort of
idea was
Ah.
this? Like, why?
We need to get. That would be the ultimate play for you, Kevin. Is make Mike dress up as a man for the get-togethers.
Mike,
Fleet Enema. Someone has a Fleet Enema Man on Etsy, Kevin,
Oh, yeah?
that they sold for $35 on Etsy. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I tell you, Mike
That's
would
interesting.
not do that. I'm pretty safe to say. Can you imagine?
Yeah, Mike said in the comments that he's not our friend anymore.
He
or
said he's not our
something.
friend anymore
Yeah.
because it was transactional.
That's right. And he's got everything he wanted out of
Bye.
it. He's got a promo for his podcast.
Bye-bye.
He's like, all right.
No, yeah, he got what he wanted.
Yeah,
he got what
he,
he wanted.
he transacted what little clout that Kevin has. We
all
don't
the
have
way
it.
into his own podcast.
all the way into the cushion.
I mean, you
job
don't
of
have
being
it,
the
Carrie. You
third
got a massive
on-
video going on YouTube right now.
That's true. It's called fake humility.
It's what's
Kevin.
funny. Here's what's
You
funny,
should try
Carrie.
it.
He does.
Because I
try.
have a short that's hitting like crazy, over 1 million, and you have a long form that's hitting like crazy. We've switched places this week.
Dude, it's the long form don't happen often for me. That's my biggest card video ever. It's probably hit 100K. I don't know what's
Really?
going to happen. I didn't know you could do that.
No. Well, I know. Okay, so if there's one thing I learned about Carrie, he doesn't treat cards well. He's very violent with
I can't
them.
help it. I notice it I even notice it when I do
Those
it, but I am what I
fingers,
am, and I am who I am.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh my
that.
gosh, the comments are like slaying him. They're like, "You're so rough on cards."
It's once you get past that layer of people who follow me and enjoy my content, like 5,
Yeah.
10,000. Once you get in that 20, 30,000, I start to get people who are like, "Who's this dude?"
I think it's
Yeah.
because
and he just and
he's
I
a
notice
bad
that.
collector.
I notice that when I open packs, I just mash. Like I'm like Hulk smash.
Well, it's because you're a reseller, not a
no.
collector.
See,
so
I
you're
think
a
he's an
monster. It's kind of
appreciator of
related.
cards and not.
true.
It's not. He's not a grader per
I don't care about grading. That is it.
Yeah.
That's honestly what it is, Kevin. You're right.
And he's not.
I don't care about
whatever.
grading,
It's
so I don't
like,
care.
That's the
But
way.
I don't wanna
it's-
ding
maybe
it
you
where it's
should get
worthless, but-
retrospective, and you should care, Carrie, because you're not buying the cards. You're damaging other people's property.
I don't feel
would
like I'm
never,
damaging the cards
ever
either.
treat people's properly poorly.
They're mine until I sell them. They're mine.
No, they weren't. They were that guy's UFC cards. You didn't even buy them. You just ruined them and then put them back on his table.
I did have trouble
I
putting
saw
those
him
back.
crying when you left.
Well, he had them overpriced.
He said he ruined. Oh, so you ruined them out of spite?
No,
Are
but
you
they were
admitting
over.
that you ruined them?
I didn't ruin them. I'm not admitting anything. I admit nothing.
Kevin, the best comment on that video was, for the cards Carrie did buy, I seriously hope you're not selling those on Whatnot. They're in terrible condition.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like,
SpaghettiOs, I did.
well, like, okay, Whatnot's probably the best place
Well,
to
that
sell
is
them because
'cause,
you
like-
can show a video of the condition.
And if you watch my Whatnots, I'll go over, like,
Yeah.
any issues. Like, I got a Jerry
you're
Rice
supposed
rookie.
to throw them away because they're in
I
bad
got a
shape.
Jerry Rice rookie pretty cheap, and I lost money on it because it was not the best choice. But I wanted to put one through Whatnot, and it had all sorts of rounded corners, which is not good, especially for a 1986
Yeah.
card. It's not like that old. But I wanted to sell it, and I
Can
told
you tell
people,
us-
and I hurt myself. If I would have shut up, probably would have done better.
Maybe that's what they meant. Maybe some people aren't honest about the condition.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
show
really
people.
what it is.
That's the best places on Whatnot to go. Like, look,
Yeah.
this is a cool card. Like, I'd love a Mickey Mantle card, and I'm cool with it being bit in half. I'm not going to pay $1 million, but somebody will pay $100 because
So-
they're like, that's such a hard card to get, or it's
Can
so
you
popular.
talk about the mistake you made where you sold a card for $1?
Oh, it was a helmet. It was an autographed
okay,
helmet.
did you sell it on like an anytime auction?
So what I
happened?
did, no, I did an anytime one, and it did it right. So what happened is I'm like, I'm going to throw this one helmet through the auction so I can explain to them that the player isn't even on the team anymore, but the actual type of Rydell helmet, you could literally erase the autograph.
Mini helmet.
You could erase the autograph and sell it on eBay for like 25 to 30 bucks. You don't even
Get
need
one of the
autograph,
sharp.
'cause
Get one of the
it's
dry
like
erase markers.
It's like
and
a
just scrub it off.
yeah, it's an alternate, and then also like you might like the guy. He played at Alabama. He was a okay player in college.
You might be his
And
mother.
I pinned it. I pinned it on Whatnot, and just so people might bid on it before the auction, and I accidentally started it because it got confusing. It wouldn't come down, and then
So you
and
didn't
I was
talk
talking
it?
about something else, and it was running, and it just sold, and I honored it.
$1.
I did that on
What'd you
Dibdit
pay
last
for it?
week. I did it.
I mean,
on
I got
a-
3 items for 50, so whatever that is. But one of them sold for 36. That one sold for $1. So it's minusing my
You gotta
36
sell
because of the
13 at
fees.
least, yeah.
So I've got the last one. Lots riding on that helmet, the Jason Hayward helmet.
Go bid on it. It's live now.
I don't have it bid. I think it needs to be authenticated. That's
I put
another
two
problem with that. I couldn't figure out.
Pokemon VHS up on Dibdit, and they're probably $6-8 VHS. Probably put them together and some for like 12 on eBay. And I put them on there as buy it now on accident instead of auction, so somebody just bought it. Oh well, it's only
Yeah, I've
$1.
done that.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've all-
Pokemon VHS, I think I'd live.
Yeah, exactly. It
Yeah.
was a bad buy to begin with.
No,
You're
it was
already
a great
inflating the
buy.
value
What are
by
you talking
10
about?
with
I
the
love
$6
that buy.
valuation.
You know,
Where'd you buy it?
no, it was a Christmas VHS, Christmas Pokemon VHS. Dude, they have a little value.
Is that better?
You get them sealed, they go
Yeah.
really well. $30 happens.
Was it sealed?
No.
It wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't sealed,
He's-
okay.
he's- it
So
wasn't
yeah, if you
sealed,
grades
but
a
it was in
PSA 10, it's
terrible
also
condition.
worth
Listen,
$20,000.
I was at the
It's
saddest
not.
flea market of all time. There were 5 tables open at this flea market. That was it. And then they were like spread out over 100
When
yards.
was this? Because you'd seen all our photos and you
Yeah.
got inspired. You're like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
let them.
And
Them
so
push me
I had
around.
bought something from the first couple people, and I'm like, man, I should probably just buy something from everybody. And this guy had 2 Pokemon VHS for whatever. And I was like, all right, I'll buy them. I didn't want to leave him.
How
the
did
only
you
one that
somehow
didn't
find a
eat
way
it.
to turn yourself into a hero of this silly story?
Yeah, you're going around pity buying from
That's
everyone.
what I
Is that
did.
what you're saying?
I was here anyway. Let's go help
That's
the
what I
little
did.
people.
Wow,
Is the
Kevin.
subtext of what he
True.
was saying, I believe,
I bought
allegedly.
Well,
Kevin, are
those things
you?
cold day.
I assume you're not scared
sad
of heights
flea
up on
market.
that high horse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just tell you,
What?
you would have done the same thing.
You're
Dave.
really a.
I probably.
We just
would've
wouldn't
done
talk about it on the podcast. Once again,
Yeah,
he
you
is
wanna get your
putting
credit
his
on
treasures
On Earth.
into the bank on Earth and not where they belong.
Yeah.
He's cashing in now.
Can't bring a hearse
Jeez.
behind you. Wait, hearse?
Can't.
U-Haul? I don't know
I'm
words.
teasing. Or am I? I am.
Hearses don't.
I'm sorry.
What is it? Haul trailer? Haul.
U-Hauls, hearses? I don't know.
I'm using
Whatever.
that in my next
It's
video.
always a stark reminder every time we go to estate sales, right?
Yeah.
Every time we go to estate sales, there's like just
This is some
crazy
dead guy stuff.
collections, and it's. Well, we went to one just recently where it was like that, where he had all this stuff, and it was just.
Well,
nothing.
but that dude, I mean, he was super old, so it was like okay.
He was
but
97.
He was 97. He had like army jackets, and you don't usually see these kind of army jackets at estate
Korea.
sales. Maybe when you started, Kevin, but like it was obviously like Korea or World War II, one of the two. And he also had the coolest
We might have
layout.
talked about this on the podcast.
Did we already talk
I
about
think
this?
so.
Yeah, he had a cool
It
layout.
might have
But
been
anyway,
the secret episode. But
yeah, this might have
anyway.
been. So watch the secret episode if you want a better
Guys,
version of
secret
what we're saying.
episodes, we release them all the time, and they add great value to your life.
But you have
If
to
you want to
pay
be
for
bored,
'em.
but bored with only 2 people, there you go.
Are you sick of the incessant droning of Jerry Garcia over there?
No, you know what?
listen to
I
us.
remember it. I remember it. Okay, this is a weird throwback. I just had an ADHD moment. Last episode, we were trying to remember this Reddit thread where someone was saying something, and Carrie had screenshotted it, but of course, because he's Carrie, he screenshotted like a picture of his toe or something instead. It was someone describing our podcast and saying, there's one guy who just tries to say every YouTuber's name. Remember?
Yeah.
So true.
That's what it was. And we were like, that's got to be Kevin. He just wants to say every YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't know who you're
guarantee
talking
it
about,
was.
but I know exactly
Kevin's
who
like
you're
Jake
talking
Paul,
about.
Logan Paul,
He's trying. He's trying.
Jack.
respect it.
Jack Dorsey? Is that the other guy? Yeah.
Jack Dorsey?
Yeah.
Kevin, do you know who Jack
I've
Dorsey
heard
is?
the name.
Probably not. Yeah. Kevin drives the same Lambo that Jack Dorsey crashed.
Oh,
by the
really?
way.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, speaking of
What are they,
hearses and stuff,
Testarossa?
I'm driving
That's
down the
right.
road the other day. I went to the dump,
Speak about hearses.
and I'm coming home.
This is a hearse segment. Play the stinger intro.
Well, it makes you be reflective sometimes, you know. Mortality
Okay,
has a way
go.
of
Hearse story,
equalizing
go.
everybody. So I'm coming
Yeah.
over the dump. It's
Yep.
dark, and there's this
All
curve
right.
up here, and there's an accident in the middle of the road, and it just happened. You can tell it just happened. I saw a lady get out of the car. I'm like, oh my gosh. And the other two were pinned up against the side of the road. I mean, there's like a little hill. Any rate, the lady's like hysterical, and she handed me the baby. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what to do. I mean, they already called.
It just tuned in right at that part.
What?
So you stopped
You
your
were
car.
holding a baby when a car accident?
You got out of your
No,
car
I
at
got
this
out of my
point.
car. This lady got her baby,
Okay.
gave me the baby so that she could attend to the people in the other car who were her parents.
Yeah.
She hit her parents. 2 cars in the middle, and she hit her parents. It's
Ooh,
awful.
were they okay?
Was everybody
They did go
okay?
to the hospital. We live out in the sticks. I was there for 15 minutes before anybody showed up. I'm like, this is crazy.
You must have hated that. You're like, I don't want this baby. Take the baby
I
back.
could be making money.
Well, this other lady, this
Trying to do a Facebook
Kevin
Marketplace
sent an
deal down the
invoice
street.
for babysitting later that
Shut
day.
up. So I grabbed the, whatever. I'm not
I'm
gonna tell
glad
the
they
whole
were
story.
okay.
It's not relevant. But I will say that it took forever for anybody to show up. And I'm like, man, if I got in
Yeah.
a car accident out here, I'm gonna wait for 15 minutes for somebody to show up. It was awful. But man, can you imagine hitting your parents? That's like a double whammy. It's brutal.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Dave.
It's really
I posted
That's
What happens when we let him
What?
talk?
I posted a American Bubble Boy video on Instagram and Facebook, and there was nothing but positive comments about how wonderful the tape is, and I was giving it away. I
that's
was giving
probably the
some tape
sponsor
away.
who said he's got to disassociate with trash. to
No,
gas.
that wasn't it.
How did he weave that
Oh,
web?
maybe.
How did he go
Joel's
from
like,
being the hero
"Leave
of a
trash to
How did he go
Listen.
from being the hero of a car crash
'cause
when you're
somehow
talking about
to
the
an American
show-
Bubble Boy ad
Code
read?
Not an
Commonwealth.
ad read. I'm trying to do
That's
something nice.
that's
for
some
babies.
Olympic level pandering and salesmanship. I love it.
Oh, that's
Giving
his,
you a
his
code.
quality is
I
so
love how
bad.
he-
Dave, this is
Yes,
this.
Kevin.
I'm giving you a code.
Look
Okay,
out for it.
I want you to order
Okay.
this tape for free on Joe.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say
ready.
the code now. You have to
Okay.
use it. If you don't use it, then whoever hears
Yeah,
this
say the code.
podcast is gonna use
I'm ready.
it for
I
free.
love this. Guys,
2
you know how lazy I am.
Yeah, you might be able to
Okay.
use it. 2W3N.
Uh-huh. I'm writing this down.
He's currently got his notepad out. Continue.
You're not going to use it? I'm not going to give it away.
Keep going.
All right, fine.
No.
I'm going to give it to
No,
somebody else.
dude. I'm gonna use it. No, I'm gonna use it. Say it.
Because I think
And if I
you've got
don't
a
use
bad
it, it's
bet.
because I love the viewers.
All right. No, you're
Yeah.
2W3.
Is it have an amount of
3N S9.
Okay.
S9.
All right.
There you
got
go. And
S Club
it's
7?
going to go free to you, Dave. It's going to be.
Why does he need free tape if he's already tried it and doesn't like
it.
it?
He said it's new tape.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
new.
Do you think it's better, Kevin?
I didn't ever have
Do
any
you think
trouble
the new
with the
tape's
old
better?
tape, Dave. But I think that
That's
there
not what I
was a
said.
better.
Yeah, he's
No.
not. Oh.
I will not.
Mayor Kevin with the non-answer. Let's get a direct
That was a
answer,
direct
sir.
answer.
Is it better? Is the new
I
stuff
noticed
better?
no difference.
So
Wait.
no improvement, Joel. Poor job.
I still don't. That was like a
No,
yeah.
listen to me. Listen.
That was very political.
Yeah.
There is tape.
I have a theory because
It's tape.
I get down. Dave's like, I get down there and Dave's like, "Oh, you can't deny it doesn't work very good." I'm like, "Yes, I can. I use it every day. I love it. I love it." Anyway,
Yeah.
but so that's the argument
Do you love it
Do
though?
you
I
ship your
believe
orders still?
that somehow that first batch. I think that's why it took so long. You want to make sure there wasn't anything that went wrong with it. But whatever.
I feel
Just
like
get the
love
tape.
is something
How
you
about
should-
this? We're giving away tape to somebody else on here.
You know, give to your family and friends and not to tape.
Okay, wait. He's
If
giving away
you
more
don't,
tape.
if you
Oh,
don't,
give away some tape.
If I don't know, what should they put? I don't want those people out there that support Dave to say, "Yeah, I tried it and I hate it and whatever." So I just want the nice people out there who would
you want-
like four
You want-
rolls
you
of
want-
tape.
do you want us to delete the comments you don't like,
just,
Kevin?
He
Just
already
put
does.
tape. I love tape down below, and next episode we'll pick a winner, and I'll give you a code.
We are 100%. Can I just veto that? No, we're not doing
We're
that.
not giving away tape.
No. Do they sponsor the podcast? Does
Yeah,
Joe
what?
still pay us?
They're paying Kevin is the
They're
problem.
paying you.
Kevin, we need a little
How
bit
do
of
you
that-
get?
that
Do you
Bubble Boy
put
cash.
it? Do you put in your sponsorship that you're going to shout it out on our podcast?
Huh? No, I don't have. There's no. The only
Well, Joe
thing I
needs
have
to give us
is
some
really
Skrilla.
Code Commonwealth, 5% off tape. That's all I got.
Code ADH Dave, 5% off tape.
I don't have a code, and
Try
as a personal favor, I'd request you guys don't use it.
Listen,
No, I'm kidding. Do what you want. I'm just playing with Kevin.
Guys,
use it.
Let's
It'll make him happy.
change the face of advertising, okay? Everyone use my code, and then everyone, like all the sponsors in the world, will be like, "Oh, talk negative about our stuff."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because
Well,
Dave
that's
does,
what Bill
and everyone
Burr
uses
does,
this code.
basically.
Yeah.
I've been seeing more and more of this, and Dave, you kind of talked about this for a while ago. It's like they want you to do the ad in the way they want you to do it, and it flops instead of just letting the creator do
Yeah.
what they do. Right? I've seen Dave Portnoy did one the other day, and it's like he's got Tommy John, and he's like pulling down his underwear. It's like 3 seconds and whatever. It's funny, and that's much better than the stupid.
Well, yeah,
crap
it needs to
people
be
do.
in your authentic voice. Yeah.
Yeah, ad reads, yeah.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
Well, I don't know.
Reselling.
I
We
mean, I'm still
started
trying
off
to
with
figure out
reselling.
who doesn't want. It's got to be like let's.
No,
Perfectly,
it's
'cause
somebody I
work
never
with
heard of.
Vendale.
Dave. Somebody I never
Yeah.
heard of. It's not
Yeah.
any of those people.
How would they know about Trash to Cash?
That's a
then?
good question. I was shocked when I read
That's
it. I will have
weird.
to look it up for
We're
you.
very popular.
Dude. You know what?
We're
Maybe
the
it's
we're the
a-
189th ranked
I'm gonna find it and
Uruguayan
read it,
entrepreneurship
actually.
podcast,
Sure.
probably.
Deleted. I
Yeah.
will find it.
It's probably. I wonder if it's like a viewer who just doesn't like you and I, which I can't blame.
Okay, but
I
why
don't
would
blame
they
her.
be? Why would they want to?
We're monsters.
Maybe. Actually, I don't know.
Well, we're not good at shilling. Like me and
I
Carrie
don't
consistently
chill,
have terrible
y'all.
conversion rates.
You're
Oh,
talking. You send me messages like, "Oh, this guy, whatever." I just have this little group of people that I like to support, and they support me, and I think it helps people. That's it.
Hey man,
What do
whatever
I
helps you
shill for?
sleep at night.
What do I shill for? Dave,
What do you
Carrie's
shill
going
for?
shilling for what?
Solar
now?
batteries.
Solar batteries.
Solar
That was a
batteries
year and a
you
half,
shill
2
for.
years
Yeah.
ago, dude.
NordVPN.
NordVPN. Allegedly.
But I haven't done any of that crap since. Just saying.
My go-to
The money
Supply
has-
Hut.
Oh,
Never forget.
shh.
Yeah, we can't forget
We're
about
going
Supply
2
Hut.
years
Hush money.
back. Come
You
on.
signed it.
Dave did a freaking dedicated
Allegedly.
Mercari
Allegedly.
video, and now he trashes them all the time.
That's called authentic.
Yeah, I'm authentic.
He authentically took
I
the money,
authentically
fulfilled the
take your money.
contract. No, I mean, like, I think it was authentic. You gave it a try, and then he ended up not liking it, honestly.
No, hold on. I loved Mercari until
But then
it
it
stopped
changed.
selling.
Yeah, there you go. So it's
I
not
still
like
Mercari, the platform, but if
I want it to work,
Yeah, I
though,
want
like,
people
and
to buy
sell stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
allegedly. I
And
don't
so
know what
they
I'm saying,
don't
allegedly.
buy
though,
on
just in
there
case.
anymore, probably because all the fees and stuff
Allegedly.
like that. And so, I don't know. It's almost like one of the cross listers, Vendu or List Perfectly, needs to add in a feature that like automatically changes your price to match the eBay price based on the customer having to pay the fees.
Mm-hmm.
Like they should do that math because everyone who comes to Mercari and looks at my product
Here's
is
the
going to go to
thing.
my eBay and buy it for cheaper.
Here's my cross-listing pitch. Just price good stuff at the right price anywhere.
Did
It'll
we
probably
talk-
sell.
Well, but if you post it on multiple places, they're going to buy it where you have it cheapest, which for me is going to be eBay.
Exactly. So why
I don't
bother
believe it.
cross-listing, per se?
Well, I mean,
But I
think
understand
there's
what you're
people
saying.
who
So
have
you telling
credit.
me- in
people have
general,
credit.
you're right.
People have
No, but
Mercari credit.
In
Poshmark
general,
credit.
there's some stuff that's more obscure that you might find that you're, but like, I mean, if you have if I have a Shohei Ohtani autograph card and I price it right, it's going to sell if I'm out in the middle of the street with a sign. for
Well,
the right
I think
price.
processing is for items that maybe are not as fast as sell-through.
fast selling. There we
Yeah.
go.
I mean,
slower
yes.
sell-through rate, which is, aren't we not supposed to be buying slow? That's what all the people on eBay are telling me.
Yeah, you're not.
They got. I
supposed to.
see the thumbnails. I don't watch your videos, guys, but they got numbers going up and down depending on the week. Sometimes eBay's down, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's, you know.
But I was watching a video of mine today, and I'm at this sale.
You're watching your own videos
I'm
now.
editing it. I'm editing it.
You do
And
that?
yeah, and so I bought a couple things that are pretty good. They're gonna sell fast. They're nice items.
You're very good
There's
at
another
this.
item that's like, I know it sells for a lot, but not often. Right? It sells for like $40-$50, and it's $2. And I know I might sit on it for a year, but like every now and then you're like, I'm already buying. I'll just throw it into my
Like
pot.
how much money does it sell for?
Like 50.
50, and you got it for 2. So you could sell it faster if you put it at 20.
Well,
Not saying
that's
you
true,
should,
yeah.
but like
Yeah.
if you wanted to sell it fast, you have so much
But I
room.
don't even know if the demand is there. Like some things, like there's just someone's gonna roll around in 3 months. That one person who's gonna want it, and they'll pay 20 or 50.
Doesn't matter.
So does
That's
it
true.
make sense to price it super cheap if you know there's just not that many people looking for it? That's the question. Kevin, reselling part of the podcast. I know you
Reselling,
don't
go.
like the
I didn't
reselling
listen
part,
to
but-
anything you
Go
said
ahead,
because I was
Kev.
reading this and it was making me laugh. What did you
This is
say?
your
It's
time
like
to
Dave
shine.
over there.
This was your time to shine.
We were like hardcore reselling.
we were
talk.
talking about, we were on the 7th
All right,
level
quick
Oh my
synopsis.
gosh.
of
Comment
reselling that
below
most
on
people
what
don't
you
even
think.
know about.
Synopsis.
And you were zoned out.
Kevin, we were saying
needed to learn
we were,
this.
We were
If I
talking
could see
about
your faces,
pricing.
maybe it would help. But I'm looking at myself
That
on
is
this
true.
stupid
we
thing.
we were talking about pricing, and Carrie was saying, okay, so I bought an item for $2. It sells for 50, but only one sells every couple of months. He was saying, well, if you price it at 20, it'll sell faster. I said, not necessarily. There might only be that one person who needs it, so why not get the 50 out of it instead of the 20?
Why would you ever go to 20? Why wouldn't you go to whatever the lowest is out there, right at it?
Which is 50 in this scenario.
yeah.
In this scenario, it's 50. He's saying
Well,
that if
I'm-
you price it at 20, it will then sell faster.
It will
but
sell
I'm
to
saying there
somebody
may not
who's
be
on the
demand.
fence about it, or maybe just somebody who maybe even wants to
Maybe,
flip
but-
it. I'm saying if you have the margins, I'm not saying you should do
Yeah.
this. I'm saying you could.
Would
do
it speed
this.
up the sale
I'm not
of
saying
the
it should.
item? I don't know if it would or not. It could.
Because if you
I don't know.
sell that,
Depends on the item.
no, but here you go, Kevin. So you got a slow selling item, right? Let's put a better number, $30 instead of 50. But you could, let's say theoretically, you could sell it in 3 weeks for 30 or 6 months for 50. You get that $30 in 3 weeks. You can use that to buy more stuff. You might be able to make $7 million.
It totally
in the same
depends
amount
on
of
the
time.
context of the person
Theoretically.
selling it. You do
Well,
need,
okay, so Tina's a good
the money
example.
to. I mean, you got Caitlin Clark money. What do you care about it? Make $20 in a couple extra months. Who cares?
Tina's a good example. So she buys makeup, and she often will price it lower than the rest. And she will take pretty extreme lowball offers because she's like, I don't really care. I want people to get good makeup for cheap. I paid like nothing.
That hasn't changed
So
with me either, by
there's
the way.
that
I
perspective.
still almost
Yeah.
always price as the lowest on the market right now. It's not only sold listings, but it's what's low on the market right now. That's how I've done it. That's how you fight a lot of the slower
personally
sales.
price everything at what I pay for it because I'm a nice person. That's what I do.
Sometimes you take a loss.
Yeah, I prefer to
You
do
screwed
nothing
it.
on
We
every
could have
deal.
sold those blow molds if it weren't for you screwing up the local market for that area.
Seriously.
That's true.
'Cause that
I
guy
did,
was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying $10.
You sold the last one for $9.
I mean, I'm
It's
selling
not
it.
yours. That was yours. You're out because you sold them out.
$400 item for $75, and I feel bad because Dave's giving crap away. It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
So
What'd you pay for it though, Kevin? Pay it forward.
Yeah,
Don't just
trying to
sell
get a
reseller.
deal from Kevin is like
no, come on.
ripping gold out of a miser's hands. Just like, oh, yeah, he's like scratching.
Man, listen.
That guy did return that to me though, Kevin. It was
No, he
actually a
didn't.
plot. So I paid him $75. I'm now listing it for $400.
That would have been funny.
Gotcha.
Actually. That would have
That
been
would have
really
been actually
funny.
pretty good.
I like it.
You know, my dad sold him something too, Kevin.
Yeah.
It was another seat for an old motorcycle he pulled out of his
very
shed
good.
there.
Nice.
And that kid bought his motorcycle seat as well. So he started a little trend.
I don't know. Being a
My dad
reseller,
can
Dave,
sell.
maybe
job.
you should resell this
Yeah.
stuff.
Resell what stuff?
You know, you could have. It was your
Resell.
dad.
What is
I've been
resale?
mad at my dad if he sold something to somebody
No,
else.
he's investing all his money in cottage cheese recipes and
Yeah.
accessories.
Yeah, accessories, clothing accessories made of cottage cheese. It's really-
Anyways, I'm
really
writing
comfy.
this
It's very
message
edible.
to say two things. I can't believe after all this time you are still on the Trash to Cash podcast. Why? They're not serious, and this is your full-time job. Please stop letting them roast you and do weird things with your image on their videos. It is not funny.
It's accurate.
Can't you just drop off or something?
It's shameful.
You could. Well, I would have, except for they have pictures, so I can't. They should be allowed to only make one Kevin joke per episode, and that's all. The rest should be other jokes, and God forbid, I don't know, talk about some reselling, please. You can do better. I believe in you.
Did you write this? I don't remember this comment anywhere.
For example,
I just want to make a commitment right now. If Kevin ever leaves the show, his face will be in every thumbnail for 100 episodes.
Yes.
We
own the likeness.
Be in the title.
Any footage that's on this, we can use.
Commonwealth Picker did what? And we'll just talk about it.
It gets better. It gets better. You're going to like this part. Dave's going to love it. For example, these new up-and-comers are doing amazing. The Reseller Locker Room podcast. They don't even know how good they are. I listen to them all the time. They are confident enough in themselves to just make funny.
I was literally on their show
and picking on one versus picking on.
Is this
somebody.
from Rockstar? Okay.
Who hurt you, Casey? Allegedly.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, a lot of people are sensitive. I will say that there is a lot of people who are sensitive. We rib on each other more than anyone else. We do it in love. We do it in love. After each episode, we talk about.
There's one that's real, that's actually hateful, but we mix it in and you don't notice.
It's Carrie.
No, he means one joke.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, what's a nice way to say?
Legit company.
Cool story, bro. We're gonna keep doing what we do.
They have
I don't know what to tell
stuff
you.
from.
Wait, this is a sponsor, Kevin?
Yeah, Becky
You
Park
said that
works
was a
with
Is this from a sponsor?
people, apparently.
Well, I mean, she's doing good work.
Resell Locker
So this
Room?
was from the sponsor. I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
that.
this was from the.
Oh, I thought it was just some
So
random.
hold on. Did he sponsor the locker room?
That's
since
what
he
I.
loves
That's
them
what
so
I was
much?
just gonna say. The
Go sponsor the
room.
locker room.
You got an opportunity.
Yeah,
Kevin, reach out to Kevin.
Yeah, tell them to sponsor the locker room that we're not interested.
Yes.
I don't even care if they apologize at this point.
I should have said, "Hey, these guys."
Dude, yeah,
strangely
Rockstar.
enough-
Reach out to Kevin. He'll give you the contact. You appeared on the locker room.
I did
actually.
for about.
You did.
You were just
2
on it.
minutes.
You were there for you were tricked into it.
I figured that was a way I could get out of
Yeah.
actually doing it. I was like, I was on there already.
They multiple
They put you in the title.
No,
if
they
I
didn't.
remember
No,
right.
I
So
don't
they
know.
got.
That would have been.
But on multiple
bad for Mike.
occasions, when talking to Mike, they said he needs to convince you to go on a full episode. So when are we going to see Kevin on the full episode of Locker
I'm
Room?
doing
You
that
gotta
That was the
Too
best
old. You gotta
episode of the
promote
locker
comments.
room, honestly, ever.
I don't think I do it.
I
now
like
that
that
Dave was
episode.
on it.
He's doing
Dave
the Two
was
Old
good
Guys
on it, and
podcast.
I just.
They're cool though. I like Caleb and Bama J.
In reality, Shop Commons has dipped a little, so he's like, "Oh, come on your show, bring me on." No, he's gonna just
All
talk for
Tuesday
2 hours
shows.
about Shop
I'd love-
Commons.
.net every Tuesday.
I would love to just see one. I just love to see Kevin not shilling something for
I
one.
don't shill
one
that.
episode
You
with
guys
somebody else.
shill
Just-
more than I shill these days.
No.
What are you talking about?
Guys, comment down below who shills the most.
We shill more than you do.
You do shill what not a lot on your cards.
That's my
I did
card
not
channel.
realize
That's
how
different carry. That's
shilly you
business
are.
carry, and I learned from
Okay.
Kevin about business carry.
I got in trouble recently for my poor shilling, so I got an email saying I wasn't
from
shilling.
from a
I
company.
could have
Well
told you
enough,
that. I wouldn't
but-
hire Dave. Like, come on, dude.
I'm not very good at shilling. Listen. There's almost one guarantee: if you hire me to sponsor your product, you'll regret it.
Well, the thing is, you hire the person, and you should know what you're hiring. I mean,
That's-
right? And you tried, right? You
I
tried
try,
to.
but I don't want to force it down anyone's throat, and I don't want to make them do something that's not
Well,
going to work for them.
you
And
can-
so I'm like,
There's
do
a
that?
certain
You
monetary
forcing
level
me.
where you will, though, and they weren't giving you that monetary.
well, Kevin literally threatens them. Like, you're not allowed to watch my content if you don't go over to shopcommons.com. That's actually his
That's bull.
line.
Bull.
He's just excited I'm saying the name on the podcast.
Kevin's got a buy me a coffee link if you guys.
No, I
It's
don't.
probably
Ever
still
buy me a
dormant,
coffee?
but we should
That
go
thing-
go.
Kevin totally killed the trust with Buy Me a Coffee. I've never gotten one since Kevin lied about his.
I didn't
build a
lie.
shed
It's right there.
nonsense.
Yeah.
That's bull.
A weird picture in the corner of
A
his
piece
second.
of the shed.
Yeah,
Piece of the shed. It was like a word cloud too. It
a
was
word
like-
cloud in the corner.
But
You have to
your
go
name
hunt
appeared
down
more
your
than
name.
Anybody's.
Well, because I gave you like
It was
$300.
everywhere on that.
I wanted an
Well, that was
actual
stupid.
brick that said my name. It would have said
Yeah,
NC
that's
Picker
not what I
anyway,
ever
so it
said there
would
would
have been
be.
stupid.
And there's no bricks on the shed.
Well, I wanted it to be built of brick. Thank you very much.
Well,
I need
it's
a
not our
drink.
fault you cheaped out on the shed.
I didn't cheap out on it. It was
What's the
expensive.
new?
Hey, speaking of expensive, it's tax
All right, so
time.
let's thank the Patreons, Kevin.
Mhm.
We got to thank the Patreons who
didn't
who
thank
support
Mike
us at the
last
Wealthy
time.
as a Kevin tier.
Who bought us all
Despite our
dinner.
awfulness, we do appreciate
Yeah, Mike
you.
Campanelli, thank you for all you do, my friend.
No-Nose Picker. What do you mean? I did like a whole segment
But
at
you
the end of the
didn't do
show where I
Mike.
read through
Oh,
them.
did you? Okay, I didn't watch.
Mike's
two
not
of them.
on. Oh, yeah, he's on there. No-Nose Picker, Brian Sampor Beal,
Superhero headquarters.
Oh, go ahead.
Mike. Well, I thought we were
No,
gonna
you
it
do
at
it.
the
No, I
same
want
time
you to
in
do it.
unison. Mike Camparelli, the legend. Keith from Vintage Sports Flips. We've got Paul's Merch.com. You know where you're at. Ray's Heck Resale. We've got Logan Murky. Kindest regards to your family. Thank you for still
Farewell.
paying us. We've got I Love Vintage NYC. Jim Flipper. I just learned it's not JIM, it's GEM. Who ate my chips is a question we've all asked, and also an account for some reason. Buff and the Stuff. Something tells me they're not Buff or the Stuff. Craig McLaughlin, Alexandria Picker. That's where they had the library burned down back in the day.
Ooh.
Jake Ryder. He's still telling you what to buy at the DI. CJ Bint, who we met, Jefferson.
Pocket Change Podcast on
Pocket
YouTube.
Change, the Flipper Skipper, and the Gilligan too.
Lady Arbitrage.
Lady Arbitrage.
Okay, we
Love
thank
that
him. All right,
lady.
what, Kevin, what do you want to say?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I know.
All
What
right,
it
well,
was.
okay, this
Resale,
is the part of the
resale.
show where Kevin brags
Oh, wait.
about his
I
sales.
saw them on. I was actually looking at my sales. I have a
interrupting,
lot,
Sorry, I'm so
but they're
sorry.
not very good. Like the highest sale I have on here is, let's see, 39. That might be it. I've got like 37, 38 sales, and the highest sale I have is 40. Oh no, there's one, $90. There's a $50.
90. Oh, there. Yeah, he slow burned it. I sold. Let me see. I got Clerks
Ooh,
action
I sold
figures.
3 calendars to the same person. $75.
Oh, how much
75
each?
bucks. No,
each?
no, total.
So
3.
25 per calendar. You're talking about the calendars you got with us?
I wish. I'm talking about Hooters calendar.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
I thought you meant have you sold any of those calendars that you got with us?
No, I have
Guys,
2
we want to
watches.
make Kevin's day. Go buy some of his 1989
Isn't he just
Daytona
using those as
calendars.
wallpaper for shed number 2?
I need
Oh,
to
dude,
sell 6 of them. I need 6 of them to break even.
Coraline popcorn bucket for $31.95. There we go. That's my sale.
I got a couple good ones.
It's your worst sale?
We've been
Yeah.
doing
I
pretty
have
well
not
since
sold
we've been in
much either.
Florida. Is this the worst sale we're doing?
Sold a
No, do your
Waffle
best.
House
I sold a
mug.
GoPro for $160.
Well, we sold one of those figures. So I'll have a video out where we bought like for $120. I bought 12 of those Spider-Man new in the package figures that are going for like 80 on up. We sold one of the 12 for $100
Wow.
already in like a day.
Yeah.
But the biggest sale, I think the biggest, I'm not sure, is did you know that like Ninja Turtles, they did the mini ones, kind of like Polly Pocket style?
Yeah.
94 Mini Mutants. We sold like a lot of those with a couple little. Don found them at the DI or at Savers in Vegas. We brought them with us. Sold them for $150 plus shipping.
That's crazy.
So, are we good at reselling?
That's crazy.
And by we, I mean me and Don a little bit, but mostly me. Yes, we're pretty good at this.
Carrie is starting this.
For those who
ascent
say,
to becoming
for those
a
who
good
say we
reseller.
suck, that's also true.
Is it so? What are you? How many listings do you have now? Last time we talked, you were at 100. I want to
a
know
good
if you went up
question.
or down.
108. Oh no, we're 137.
Okay, so he's gone up. That's pretty
137.
impressive.
Onward
How
and
many have
upward,
you
my
sold
friends.
the last say week?
Last
How many
week?
have you
That's a
sold
good
last
question.
week?
We have a.
I'm just because I
I'd have
think
to-
when I did this, when I took everything down, put everything back up, a lot of that stuff just sold really, really quickly.
I don't know because
which
like I'm
is
on my
awesome.
phone, but we probably sold like 20.
But Kevin, isn't that
Okay.
just because your viewers had less to
Maybe
choose
30.
from?
I don't know. We've done pretty good though.
All
I
your
sold a
viewer
mug.
supporters.
My
It's just
worst-
basically ET pins.
Yes.
I sold a Waffle House mug for $10 plus shipping. My worst sale of the week.
$10 plus shipping is your worst. Are we doing worst sale? We switched it up. I thought we were doing best sale.
Yeah.
My best sale is not good. It was
Oh.
like $36 for a Bombay mahogany wood desk.
Nice.
You know,
My
I
best sale
found a.
is
Did you see?
a jersey.
Oh, what's your best sale? said
It is
jersey?
a New England Patriots Salute to Service 2XL Edelman jersey. $75 plus shipping.
How much was that? $75. Okay. Well, I found Carrie and Dawn found a bunch of cool stuff on the side of the road. Probably just Dawn. I don't think Carrie's wanting to touch stuff on the side of the road. No. But Dawn found some good stuff on the side of the road, and then I found right at my neighbor's house this like vintage. I'll show it to you, like ice chest side table thing. It sells for like $250. It was just sitting on.
That's
the side
what
of
I
the
was
road.
noticing
Dude,
when I was
you'd be
down
surprised.
there. Is everybody's
Yeah, a
trash,
lot of good
because out
stuff.
here, you're trashing now by the road. You got to take it to the dump. But
Mhm.
there's a lot of places you could do some picking. Some of those trash.
Oh, they do.
I was driving
They
by
do.
someone and I was looking with Mike. I was like, dude, stop right here. They had a ton of stuff out there. I'm like,
Florida
find
is.
anything, but-
Me and Don were talking about this yesterday. Florida is by far like the best picking area we've ever been in. the thrift stores in Utah may be better than here
Yeah.
in Florida, but like we don't even plan on doing thrift stores really much anymore.
Does Dawn miss them?
No, Dawn loves flea markets the most
Yeah,
and picking. We like picking. The thrift store is like a couple things. It's easy. It's year round, and it doesn't rely on Carrie being up at 6 a.m.
Should
So
we
thrift
try the
stores.
flea market tomorrow?
You want to go tomorrow?
Maybe we should try
Yeah.
it.
Are we going to DeLand?
We could.
I'm down. You want to?
We should
Is this
talk
a
to
We're
podcast?
living in a world-
I mean, you guys could have this conversation.
We're
some
just
other time.
talking.
Dude, it would be fun to go to the flea market, find some stuff, and then say suck it to Kevin.
Yeah, that would be fun. Kevin, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Kevin, you're
Let's do
highly
the 2 minute-
motivational for
Let's
us.
do the 2 minutes of Kevin knowledge. Let's go. We're not going to talk.
Kevin, let's talk promoted
we'll talk.
listings.
All right,
Talk
holiday
promoted listings.
living.
Go.
No, promote it. No, I don't promote listings. I know that makes.
Isn't
people
Holiday
mad.
Living
Somebody
the Kohl's brand? Isn't that a Kohl's brand?
No, it's a Walmart brand, but it's the old stuff with like the box. I think I talked about this before, but I bought a couple of them and they sold. The old ones sell just generic ones. This is just a wiener dog, a dachshund, a dashhound, as Carrie would call it,
Wiener.
for $90 plus shipping, sold
dachshund.
in days. And then we had a Clydesdale one sold
Oh,
for
yeah.
100. The old Walmart blow up
look at you. You're good
inflatables
at this.
do really well.
So I was
Thank
trying
you.
really hard to troll Kevin. I was trying to troll Kevin, and Carrie totally ruined the troll by just like being like, "Well, actually, blah 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 blah." Yesterday, like I sent him this video because they had sent all these good like.
Well,
Kevin,
Dawn told me to say it,
Kevin,
honestly.
all these good like Kevin suck it videos. Look what we found at the flea market. And I didn't realize we were doing that because I was like in the zone, so I didn't get to show off any of my flea market finds. So the next day, I finally had a chance as I'm listing. I opened up something that I showed him I got at a yard sale for really cheap, $5-10. And in there was hiding 2 little blow molds that sell for like $40
Those are
a piece.
cool.
And so I just like
Those are
recorded
nice.
myself opening it and telling Kevin to suck it. And instead, Kevin gets to see Carrie say, "Well, actually, you're not allowed to sell bubble lanterns on eBay," with like a big statistical thing about how dangerous they are. And I was like, "I know, but come out, Carrie." And like we have this back and forth for like
Dawn.
15
I don't know why
things.
Dawn did this. This was a major mistake by Dawn. I didn't even know that. Dawn told me. I'm like, Dawn, don't tell me stuff.
Yeah.
If there is something that is remotely OCD enabling, just leave it out.
You know, I
I'd
learned
rather
that-
not
bubble
I
know.
lights,
learned that from
right?
Froggy Flips. Yeah, I learned that from Froggy Flips years ago, the bubble lights, because he said, "Oh, I can't sell these. I'm going to put them on my," what did we always used to use? Big Cartel.
Oh,
He
Big
put it on
Cartel.
his Big Cartel,
What
and I
happened to that
bought them
place?
from him, and I put them on
I still
Mercari.
use it. That's commonwealthpicker.com is Big Cartel.
Is it? Do you sell bubble lights on Mercari or Posh or anything, or you don't even buy them, Kev?
I've never even found them.
People buy them. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, Carrie. So by the time Kevin wakes up and reads it, it's probably like he's read
Yeah, I
all
ruined
the,
it. I realized I ruined
you
it
ruined the
quick.
whole joke.
But I was like, I have to make sure you don't
You
get
could have
kicked
just
off
texted
eBay.
me privately, "Yo, Dave, don't list those on eBay," and then we could have just, we're trying.
I was
to
in
troll
a conundrum.
Kevin.
Yes, I know, and
We gotta
I'll
troll
do
him
better. I'll do
properly.
better. Look, Kevin needs to be kept humble at all times, and that's our
I
job.
like the idea. I got nothing going on tomorrow. My back is feeling great. I say we go to the flea market.
Dawn will
tomorrow.
love to go to DeLand.
Yeah, look at that, Kevin.
Kevin, be ready for some early
The
morning
Land,
Carrie
is that the one
videos.
we went to? I like that little. That
Yeah,
was
I know.
Nowhere near as big, but it was freezing that day, y'all. Freezing. I was wearing that.
Do you think
jacket.
it would be? Do you think it would be bad because it's the day before Thanksgiving? We're recording this a
Yeah.
little early because the holiday, guys. So
Yeah.
I'm dating the episode a little bit.
Maybe?
Hopefully, it doesn't.
It's
suck.
actually filmed in 2022. Also, if you guys didn't know,
Don't forget
we
your
recorded
box.
we know the
this 2 years
future.
Don't forget to buy your boxes.
Reminding you to get your boxes in 2 years.
When's the last
Dude,
time
I
you used a
gotta-
Priority 7 box? I haven't used one in I don't know.
Oh, you nerds!
I'm telling you, they blacklisted me or something because I've tried ordering number 7 boxes for 12 months and never gotten a single one.
Why don't
Really?
you just go? Don't they not have them at the?
No, they only have flat rate over there.
What if you went and talked
Does
to an
anybody
ask?
use
Maybe
it?
they
Tell
could
us in the
order 'em from
comments.
there.
Do you use them? The shoe
Is anyone
box,
getting
anything?
number 7s? Are they still shipping you number 7s? No one's. I feel like no one's using
You've got
Priority.
that.
The only time I
did.
use Priority is those long, thin ones for board games. Like I'll pay a little extra for the convenience of
No.
just sliding.
I
a
did
board
a-
game
A
in.
little extra.
I did a number
double,
7 once.
Double.
It's not double.
Dude.
It's
I
like-
did a
Depends
number.
on where it's
I did a
going.
number 7 once. I can't go back to the 7-Eleven
You could
now.
do-
I
you
personally
could
don't
wrap it in a
know
trash
anyone who
bag.
would do this, Kevin.
What?
I was just gonna say I don't know anyone who would do this, but it would be possible to take some brown craft paper and wrap it around the Priority box.
Just take a
and then
big,
take
thick.
the
Well,
crap
I'm
out
not
of it.
suggesting.
Wow.
I don't do this, but
I
Wow.
wouldn't do that.
you could.
Al
take a trash
Capone
bag.
over here skirting the law.
Well, remember that someone got in trouble for like using Priority boxes and went to jail or something or
No.
got fined because they were using so many. It was like thousands and thousands of them. that they were using for
Could you
UPS.
imagine that you're in jail with all these hardened
Yeah.
criminals? And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I misused the priority boxes. Woo.
I tried watching Orange is the New Black, staying up with
Yeah,
current
for the
shows.
we know why you watched
No,
it.
the first time I watched 3 episodes, I didn't really like it actually, but a lot of the people are in there for really dumb crimes. I'm like, man, that's not a very big crime. Like they're in jail for 3 years. That's pretty crazy. But maybe that was for the show, the setup of the show.
The shut up.
Yeah, probably.
Shut up on the show.
Yeah. Okay, so
Just saw
Kevin,
Holly Hobby.
you've got Moana 2 coming out.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go see
Thoughts?
it with your kids?
Reagan
Tanner,
wants to
Tommy,
see it.
Tommy,
Reagan
whatever his
wants
name
to
is.
see it. Oh yeah, I might take him. It used to be a family tradition after Thanksgiving we'd go and see a movie.
Yeah.
Tucker.
Tucker, Tanner, Thomas. What's your kid's name?
Turner.
I know.
We know. There's a lot of
I know your
teenagers,
Hey,
kids
you see
far better
Tucker?
than you know
Tucker is famous.
Yeah, Tucker's Treasures.
famous. Yeah, he was on something.
He's on
News and
people.com.
Observer, Raleigh.com. I don't know.
Does anybody
Like,
read
does any
people?
of those? Yeah, nobody reads people.com.
Well,
ever.
congratulations, Tucker.
That
I
is
think
cool,
that's
though.
cool. I would never downplay your accomplishments.
I've been
That's
on
Kevin and
I've been on
Carrie.
so many different things, and it's never amounted to anything.
Carrie's dream, guys, is to be on Saturday Night Live. If
You
anyone
don't
can
even
make
know
that
it, dude.
happen,
I would love that.
he would be in heaven, and I still wouldn't watch.
To be
'cause I
the
don't
new
like
Chris
You
Farley.
you would watch to support me?
I wouldn't watch the Carrie episode.
You wouldn't
no.
watch to support me on SNL? Really?
No, I wouldn't
You
watch
wouldn't
it.
even.
No, not unless you sang. If you sang, I'd watch
Okay.
it. If you could be a musical guest on SNL, I will watch the music segment.
I'll work on it, Lauren, if you're listening,
That'd be so good. I'd watch that.
dude. I think I could do it.
I think you
I'm not
could
even
do it.
joking.
No, I think you could. You just got to put your heart into it. Carrie called my Emmy a pity Emmy.
It was a
today. I was
pity
very
Emmy.
upset.
It
I
was a
said my
pity.
pity Emmy's better than. I said my pity Emmy's better than your Emmy.
When you have to
Carrie.
call
Look,
up in bed
sometimes-
for it, it's pity Emmy.
I didn't beg for it.
Yes,
I
you
didn't beg
did.
for
You
it.
told
I
me
just
you
got
did.
it. No, I got it surprised. No,
Oh.
I
thought
really
you
didn't beg for
complained.
it.
I thought
No,
you. Yes,
I
you
complained on the podcast.
Oh,
I didn't
well, you
complain to
don't
my
think anybody
boss
listens to this?
or anyone at work.
This is like riding.
No,
under
I
Joe
don't
Rogan.
think they listen to our podcast. No one listens to this.
Look, man, I'm glad you got an undeserved Emmy. What else do you want me to
Whatever,
say?
guys, I'm an Emmy Award winner.
You have an
so
Emmy.
take
I
that.
don't. I'll take one. I don't even care if I was involved in the project. Just give me one. The Wild Robot. If it's winning an Emmy, I haven't even seen the movie. That's how much I'm connected to that. Send me an Emmy for it.
Guys, can someone submit us to some sort of podcast award? We know we're a bad podcast, but we just want
Yeah.
to be there.
We
Like,
just
What are those
want to
commercial
feel
awards? Like
alive.
worst commercial awards or something, where you get the
yeah,
worst.
no, there's podcast awards. What are they called?
Yeah,
the
what are they-
potties
the
or
potties,
something?
the potties. Brought to you by Squatty Potty. Welcome to the potties, everyone.
And then we can at least say, like, we could even put it in our tagline, like, submitted for the potty awards.
Considered for one potty award. Look, we're not vain, but we want to be acknowledged.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so reselling. Let's focus on reselling.
Reselling.
I did notice that Carrie and Dawn have this, like, vast advantage when it comes to listing things.
because there's
Because you
two
both
of them.
do it.
Yes.
It's a.
Yeah,
I'm telling
yeah,
you.
you both do it. And so, like, Dawn will send me, like, screenshot stuff she's listed. And I'm like, that's sitting in my car still. Like, I haven't even unloaded that from my car.
It's awesome
And
because I
Dawn's
could
already
just
sold
zone out for like 2 hours and we're selling stuff.
But hold on, Dawn's been taking pictures, sending them to you, and you're listing the video games, right?
Well, look, the video. She usually takes the pictures because we only have. I don't have room in my room for the big light box.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure that out. So she's been taking anything that's not cards.
Dude,
Cards
you
I can
don't
do
need a
scanner
light
or I can do on
box
the table.
anymore, dude. You just don't need it.
Kevin, go off on a rant about this. You were talking
let's
trash
go.
about it. I want to hear your opinion.
You just need a well-lit room.
I'm just saying
with
Dawn's more.
background
Dawn
remover.
likes to clean stuff. I don't like to clean stuff. There's other reasons too.
Dawn works.
I don't like dirty
You don't like
stuff.
to work. Yeah.
No, but I want to.
Yes, I don't like to work, Kevin.
But why does
This
Dawn
should
like?
be established at this point.
Why does Dawn like the light box?
Why does she like it?
Yeah.
I don't know. She just likes it.
Kevin,
She was
if
trying to
likes
get me
it-
to
I
do the
wouldn't
whatnot in the
say
light box,
it
or
gives
like do my
better
videos in a
light
light
to
box
it,
again too.
Obviously, but man, I
Kinda
just
point.
don't. If you have a well-lit
light to it.
area,
Thank you, Aristotle.
Well, I'm just saying you get the.
I
background
actually
remover.
went
It's good
outside
enough on
yesterday.
anything.
I went outside because I personally do not have.
This is why we tell you to suck it, Kevin. It's
Yeah.
comments. We let you talk and you say stupid stuff like
Sounds
that.
stupid. It's a
Kevin
good
hates
point.
light boxes and
They're
anyone who
bulky.
uses them.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, okay,
just
so
kidding.
I have an issue where my garage literally doesn't have good lighting.
Yeah,
My
that's
camera doesn't
true.
take good pictures. So I take like the world's worst pictures on eBay. Yesterday I wanted to list, so I actually went and set out a table out in the sun because there's no greater light than natural light.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. The weather's beautiful here right now. It's really nice. And so I was just sitting outside playing some music and listening outside. The pictures look great.
What music were you listening to?
We had on. It wasn't stuff.
You're
I
very
really
eclectic
liked.
with your music.
Yeah,
I still don't have
I
you
didn't
pinned
really
yet.
like it. It was
You're either showing me like a Halsey concept
Sam-
album,
Sam
or we're
Hunt?
listening to musicals.
Is it Sam Hunt? Is that a guy?
Sam Hunt is a guy.
I think it was him. Yeah, stuff like that. I don't know. I wasn't really into it, but you know. And everyone walking by was like, "This guy likes that guy." What does
you were
he
listening
play?
to Bieber's playlist the other day.
Yeah, that was
It
weird.
was going
I
off.
didn't really like that either. I like Noah Khan right now. I'm in a Noah
Oh
Khan
yeah,
mode.
Stick Seasons.
Yeah, the indie. I like that sort of stuff. It's kind of good.
Season of the
Dermot
Witch.
Kennedy. I like Dermot Kennedy. He's probably my favorite. Every year for
Kevin,
the last 5 years.
do you like anybody
Dermot
from this
Kennedy-
century, or
Kennedy's
is it
been
just
my number
old
one.
timey people? Just like the Boss Skaggs or something. Whoever did the Big Rock Candy
love to see
Mountain.
Dermot
I
live.
feel like
I know
Kevin's
that.
got
Wait
the
a
Big
minute,
Rock
hold
Candy
on.
album.
That was I could see. Did Burl? No, not Burl Ives. Burl Ives?
Burl
That's
Ives?
not right. Who did Big Rock Candy Mountain?
Burl Ives is like too new for you,
Big
I
Rock
think.
Candy.
Let's
Mountain.
see. Kevin, do you have a comment of the week?
Yeah, I'll have one in a minute. I'm looking up Big Rock Candy Mountain. It's a good one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're up to 18.
That's
Really,
good.
we're up to, I think, 20 secret pieces of content. We're 18
Yeah.
full episodes of
This
secret
was the idea.
episodes.
We give you guys enough content, then you can come over because you're going to have 20 episodes worth.
That's like over 4 months of shows. Just saying.
Are some of them secret AI pick podcasts we're forcing you to pay to watch? Maybe.
Harry McClintock.
Barrett's on there.
We should just upload one of the AI pick
Hey, dude.
podcast episodes.
Just hide him behind that paywall.
Yeah, it's like
Good
free
idea.
content.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
how would
extra.
they
We'll
know
still do the
unless they
regular
paid
amount of
for
other
it?
stuff.
18. They're all at least, not at least, but the vast majority are an hour. So it's 18 hours of content over there on the episodes. The member, you can be a member on YouTube or a member on Patreon. Try it out, guys. Try it out.
Try it out.
We were thinking of doing
We
a
offer
sale.
no value, but we do accept value.
Yeah, we accept the monies. Mm-hmm. And we're
And
looking at you,
they
Wolfman Goodies.
Spend it wildly.
Time to step it up,
Call him
Wolfman.
out again. Guys, go check out Wolfman Goodies YouTube
Yeah, he's
channel,
doing a
though.
video every day
We like to just shout out random channels.
Yep.
I think it's good.
because we
Do
care.
you have
guys.
any
We
We
plans,
care about
Carrie, to defer any of this taxation on Caitlin Clark this year by making a big purchase so that next year, if you don't, well, you might make more next year. You probably will.
Well, what could he buy? You can't just go buy like a van and write that
No.
off unless you buy it in the company's name. Or
Yeah,
there's no way to do
I
that.
find it better to not put that kind of purchase. And
I'm just
you
gonna
could
pay
it could
taxes.
depreciate over time.
It's life.
But
It's
you could
life.
buy-
I do have some business
Yeah, you
expenses,
could
but
buy like 50 rolls.
Well,
of
he's already
bubble
been
wrap.
doing it. He's already been doing it. He bought a camera. He bought two
Yeah.
cameras, I think. He bought, you know, he bought an extra GoPro. Like that's all
Mhm.
write-offs.
yep,
for
all
your
footage.
business.
Yep. I bought a trailer.
Yeah, but I'm not like Kevin level. I'll put
Yeah,
it
you're
that
not
way.
buying a
I'm
trailer.
not Kevin level yet.
No, Kevin, hold on. If you buy something as big as a trailer, don't you need to
Yeah,
like
it's
what's that
depreciable.
called? Like
yeah.
amortize it and like depreciable
Yeah, but-
asset it? Or I
But,
don't even know.
but what was in the trailer? 2 trailer loads full of stuff. I don't have to. That's just cost of goods. So that was good. All the stuff I bought from Mike.
Oh, when you did the insurance fraud and set it on fire. I noticed Mike said he sold you 2/3 of his death pile, but when I saw that trailer, it looked pretty empty.
Well, the first
He's not
trailer
buying
was
anymore.
full.
Have you noticed it?
Yeah, what he did is I was
Oh,
already
okay.
selling
Like
this
fully
stuff
full?
from the first trailer, and he started to regret it. So he put less in the second trailer load because he realized that.
Okay. How have you been? So, like, what kind of return are you
I have
seeing
no
on
idea.
the
I bought
buyout?
it sight
'Cause you did a
unseen.
buyout.
I still haven't even looked at it.
So I was talking to Carrie, and I don't think I told maybe I told you the end of the story, but I'll tell Kevin. Someone reached out to me and said they want me to come buy their NES collection. I told you that, right?
This was a good story.
So they're like, "Hey, buy my
For full
NES
price.
collection." They're like, no, they said 10,000 items, 10,000 piece NES collection. That's what it said. Okay, 10,000. Well, I thought that's what it said. 10,000 piece NES collection, $7,000.
Come on.
Price. And I was like, "Where are you located?" And they're like, "Ohio." I'm like, talking to Carrie. I'm like, "I think I'm gonna drive to Ohio. I'm gonna rent a
100%.
U-Haul." Like,
Rent
who
a
wouldn't,
U-Haul?
right? 10,000 NES
got a
games for
trailer, Dave.
$7,000.
I'll
Like,
give you half price.
whatever. Yeah, well, then you'd want some
I'd
of it.
let you use
So
it.
I was like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna just go get it.
Yeah.
And I told Carrie, and I was all excited. I was like, kind of.
You were really
I was like, should I
excited
do it? He's
about
like, yeah, I think you should do it. I'm
Dude,
like, when Carrie says I
You
should spend
should
$7,000,
think
I
when
should
things are
definitely
too
spend
hard,
$7,000.
too good to be true, they're too good to be true.
Well, so I go back and I reread the message, and I realize, even though it was kind of poorly worded, that they meant it was worth $10,000. and they want 7,000 for it. And I asked how many items it was, and I think she said like 74. And I was like, oh, well, that's not what I thought it was.
10,000.
Great
thank you.
deal. After
27,000.
fees and tax and gases, you lose 15%.
Exactly.
I think
Well, no, Dave
Well, I wanna
would
see it.
because he doesn't promote, but he'd get close.
he
to
would
it.
also never list any of it, and you just get it at the next yard sale. So.
No, I don't. You don't promote either, though, Kevin. Do you?
No, but
He does
I was just
every. Have you
making
ever
a point
watched
that-
him talk? He's always promoting.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. I promote
Let's see.
a
I'm going
lot
to tell you.
for free.
Hey, look,
He
someone
does.
got an
He doesn't give eBay the
appendectomy.
money. He just makes the people
Sweat
listen to it
equity
incessantly on his
promotion.
channels.
I had an appendectomy. Is that where your appendix gets pulled out
I
in
think that's a
July? I
penile
told the
removal?
hospital I could not pay the bill, so they offered to reduce it by 30% if I pay in full. I told them I still cannot pay. Now they've reduced it to 50%. Will they go any lower? That was just a
I've told
message
this
on
story
the
before,
local
but we-
Compost Facebook.
Oh, I thought that. I'm like, you're getting
The
his
answer is
comments
yes. They
on
will
your
go
YouTube-
lower. They will definitely go lower.
we
I thought you got that on like your
No.
YouTube comments. I'm like, that's very specific.
we had Reagan.
Okay.
We had Reagan when I had full insurance and everything, and then we had Turner. And at that point, the school started charging me for all of my family's insurance. So they were giving me free insurance, but I was paying for everybody else. So I said, forget that. I'll just get private insurance and whatever, or we just won't have any, except for high level stuff. We had Turner and paid in cash for everything, and it was $100 more than paying the 20% for Reagan
Wow.
with the insurance.
Huh.
That's how big of a scam
That's
this whole thing is, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the whole thing is a scam. So 474 games. It probably isn't a bad buy if you want an NES collection. for yourself,
$7,000?
But it was
Yeah, but-
not.
They better
That's
be
the
in
worst
box.
thing, though.
$7,000
That's the
for
worst
400.
thing. That's the worst
Yeah, I don't
thing.
know.
Like, who are these people who think they're going to get full basic comps for stuff
Well,
and selling
she
it in
said
bulk
it, full
too? That's
comps
like
are
you can't
10,000.
have both best of both worlds.
I
You can't get full
appreciate the
comps and
offer.
sell it all. You got to make a
I'm
deal, or nobody's going to
appreciative.
buy it.
I'm not going to belittle
If
you. It was
you-
a nice
I didn't
offer.
belittle the person. I'm just saying that doesn't make no
If
sense.
you had
Any sense.
$10,000,
Sorry,
No
I'm
sense.
educated. 3 degrees, guys. Political science, history, and Espanol.
if you
Kevin,
had
Muy fluento en
$10,000
español.
worth of
I am.
NES stuff,
7,000.
if you had
Oh, NES.
$10,000 worth of NES stuff, you would sell it in a lot for $7,000 without blinking an eye. So nobody would buy it.
Absolutely.
Nobody
Yes,
would.
absolutely.
No. What
Yeah,
would you buy?
I would do
10
that.
if it really
Oh,
was
yeah.
worth 10,000, like sold comps 10,000. What would you pay for it?
What would I pay for some? So
4 at the
3,000,
most?
3 to
Yeah.
4, yeah, in the 3 to 4, probably 3.
I mean, I don't think I'd pay 4. I'd want to pay 3.
Yeah, I'd want to pay 3.
I'd do a Kevin. I'd be like, I'll put you in a video.
It depends on the
$150.
complication
Never do
too.
that.
So if it's a single list, super fast sell through, multi quantity listing, I may pay 4 or 5.
Yeah, exactly. If it's 700 copies of Zelda,
No, like let's say
Flood
it's
the-
Green
let's
of
say it's
time.
something that sells for $100 a piece, and
no,
it's
you
got a
list
crazy
them one at a
high
time,
sell
Kevin.
through
You just
rate.
repost. You don't put 700
And you can just do one listing. I'd pay a little more.
Yeah,
because you can.
I think
recoup your
probably the
money and
most
then-
I'd pay
yeah,
is
it just depends.
35. Well, I'd have to look at it, but yeah, it'd have to be.
I would pay full comp. I would pay full top dollar if it was Kevin's money. I
If
would
it was
I would spend
sports
all.
cards, Carrie
I would lose
would
money
pay
if it was
full
Kevin.
That's how you
I
make
feel like Carrie
Facebook
would
people
pay
happy.
$7,000 for a $10,000 card collection.
Cards are tough, dude, especially on the higher end.
$7,000? No, these are low end $1 cards.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I don't think
That'd be too much work.
the cards are tough. The card markets and like they pick me apart on the garage sale card footage because they know me a lot from
Yard sale.
from like the card shows and card shops, and everybody's used to paying 75, 80, 90, 95% of comps. And I'm out there getting big
They
old
could
collections.
too if they went to
Oh,
garage
That's
sale.
what I'm
like
trying to
Rod's
show.
channel.
I'm
This
trying
is
to let them
this is
know.
always this is.
Yeah, Rod did that, but the way Rod did it was wrong, and I agree with
What
the
did he
person
do?
who made the
Heckin'
video
John.
Hold
against
on,
Rod.
context.
Just
I
for
haven't been paying
fun.
attention. What happened?
Like it made no sense to me because it's like this guy paid way too little. But first off, the guy wanted to sell it at that price. Number
That was
two, to get realized top dollar on everything, the guy would have to do all the work himself. He may not have wanted to do
Yes, of course.
that. Rod's willing to go do
and
that.
pay taxes
Yeah.
and all the other crap goes.
Yeah, and
with it,
everything.
ship
So-
it. And I just get tired.
So
of these
someone made a
people.
video saying Rod underpaid.
Basically, and like to warn people to not do this. But here's the thing: if you want to sell your collections in bulk, sure, he could have got probably more than what he got. He did go really low, but he couldn't have got a ton more because at some point people aren't going to. It's not going to be enough meat on the bone to put in the work.
To me, I know a lot of people get upset because they're passionate about it and they don't like people getting
It's
these
collectors
crazy deals.
that get
It's collectors
upset
that
about
get
that.
mad, but the person wants it gone and you're the guy there. And if
there is
you're
a
not the guy
value in the
there,
fact that you're willing to get rid of a headache.
Yeah.
There's always a value.
you're there and you have money and no one else
Go to an
is.
estate sale last day or an estate sale cleanup
Yeah.
guy that day, and you come in, you could get some really heavy furniture
Yeah.
for next to nothing because they don't want to
care.
move it.
Yeah, they want it gone. All this
And
stuff.
if you want to get in the heavy item flip game, you can make some money because a lot of people don't want to deal with
some
it.
people, like, you go to yard sales, they're overpriced, and you know they're loading it back in, and they're okay with loading it back into their house. But there's other sales you go to, and it's like, okay, they're giving me next to no,
It's going
basically
to
free
go,
for this stuff.
right.
It's going to go to the Goodwill.
Yeah.
It's going to go to
I
the
had
thrift
one
store or whatever.
lady,
And then the thrift store is going to charge even more than eBay
Yeah,
charges a lot of times.
I had a lady the other day.
So
on
what
my
we're saying is we're doing an exceedingly noble thing.
Facebook,
we're great.
exactly.
Resellers
We're
are the
wonderful.
best.
We're the best. The lady
Me and
comments,
Dave, Kevin's a little more in it for himself.
I would
but
rather
yes, me and Dave
burn
definitely
my yard sale
altruistic.
stuff than sell it to you. I'd rather burn it. I'm like,
Said that to you?
yeah. Well, no, on a video. A
In
comment.
person or
No,
Was
no.
it a video?
Okay.
Oh, that'd be great in a video.
I would love
I'd
for
rather
someone to do
burn.
that.
Oh, Kevin
No,
would have
listen.
Kevin would have the dude's head on fire. It would be
Yeah.
the greatest thumbnail ever.
You know how many emojis I could use and arrows if they did that? Like, I go up and, like, there's like, oh, it's ADH Dave, and they just light it on fire with some gas. I'd put like
Oh
10
my
flaming
gosh.
head emojis.
Oh, dude, they would make you so much money without knowing they're making you so
Yeah.
much money.
That'd be good.
Oh, you guys
I
made
don't
me money. You guys made me a ton of money.
How'd
you
we
and
make you
Dawn,
money?
especially
Oh,
Dawn.
let's
I'm
see.
not
Look,
paying her
look-
anything for
Look
it
at this. Look at
because I did a video.
transactional
Carrie
nature.
doesn't
What do you
even
mean?
remember it.
Out.
Where I made a negotiation with this lady, and then at the end of it, I owed her like $100 and something dollars, 111, and all I had was singles. And Dawn makes some wisecrack about singles and last night, and you didn't make sure you're not
Oh,
running
I
out or
remember that,
whatever.
yeah.
And Dave
Yeah.
was there, and Carrie's there, and you guys are in the video. And so I republished that on Facebook after a year and a half, and it has over 1 million views on long form, which it isn't, and then it's got like 40 or 250,000 views on Reels. So you guys are making me money. Thank you,
Pays
Dawn.
to shop with Dave.
Yeah.
Pays
You
to
don't.
shop with Dave.
Yeah, Dawn. Well, and it pays to go to the strip club the night before because Dawn just was simply mentioning a true fact about
Counting
you.
out
That her and
$1
Kevin had
bills
gone.
and this lady's and Dawn, and they go back. It was perfect. It was a great video.
Here, realistically, this is how you know Kevin doesn't really actually go to strip clubs. Kevin would not be giving out $1 bills.
No.
He'd be throwing
$2
nickels.
Nickels. He's just got a change bag.
just out of his little satchel.
Sure, you've injured 10 girls. Please stop throwing coins.
Stop it.
No,
Oh, my
it's.
goodness.
I just looked at my video
Comments.
today because Kevin was talking about content, and my video today is flopping hard, guys.
Oh yeah.
Drop
Bad
what
week.
you're doing and go watch my content, please. Not Kevin's. Not Carrie's.
Speaking of
Mine
flopping hard,
specifically. Ooh,
I think that's a good segue for our
Flopping hard's
sponsor
an
today.
oxymoron.
Extends is our
Ah,
latest.
Anthony likes the way you look.
latest,
Down
Carrie.
in the bottom
ad
third.
person.
Anthony says
Anthony
Carrie
likes the way
looking
Carrie
sharp
looks.
today cleans up well. My wife actually
I was very upset.
said you look good in the thumbnail. She said, "Yeah, Carrie looks
Listen,
good."
that was my fault. I did it again too. I gave him the best lens I have. And I was like, man, Carrie's like super hot in this episode. And it's upsetting me.
Suncoast Flippers.
Full Riz activated.
Activate your wrist. Do your little hair flip.
Suncoast Flippers says, Dave, your yard sale was a great success
Oh, I'm dizzy.
for him.
Yeah, it was a success because we. Oh yeah, for him, yeah.
He did well.
Listen, I'm glad to provide the deals. You know, that's what I'm here for.
This is what it's about, guys.
Do we really want to go to the flea market? We should do it.
Yeah, why
We should
not?
do it. Just for the Kevin factor.
Yeah, just
Dude, I'm
really
coming
like
down.
that's 50% of the motivation.
One day I'm just
Well,
going
come
to get
down
in
and
my
hang out with
car.
us.
I'm going to go down. I'm not even going to tell you.
Dude,
I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just going to go
come
down there
President's
and like
Day.
I'll be
Come
like,
President's
I'll
Day,
see
go to the
you
website.
at. You'll run into me at the yard sale.
Kevin Brown has never been to the Browns.
Nope, never been to the
You got to
Browns.
come for a Browns, bro. You got to come the first
Downtown
Saturday.
Kevin Brown has not been to the Browns.
Corky Picker says,
Yeah,
if you
dude,
want,
even Rod finally admitted the Browns was good. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been telling him
He
to go.
showed up. I didn't even know he was coming.
Every
he was just
time.
there. I got those Spider-Man toys and I gave him $80 and then I went to get more money and by that in the 5 seconds I was gone, Rod. So if I didn't get those, Rod would have got them like 5 seconds after me.
Yeah.
Rod was on.
why
that
do you
guy.
invite
He
your
has been making
competition
fake
to pick with
excuses.
you? What do you think?
He has been making fake excuses as to why he can't go to the Browns. Finally, he comes and he makes like thousands of
Yeah,
dollars.
old wrestling injuries when we know he barely even hit the
You
mat.
got the Kyle
Kevin,
Petty
honestly,
thing?
like for me at the Browns, it was like I was not even really picking. I was just in so much pain. I was
You were.
like, But I did good, and by the end of the day, I was feeling like decent. I was like, I cannot believe
You
I
said you
walked
felt better
around
that
all
day.
day. Yeah, I got to like
It
the
is
4 or
like
5
I mean
on the
I know
pain
we've talked
scale.
about this on podcast, but it's really frightening when you're not feeling well because it reminds me of my mortality and that bothers me because Kevin and Dave both have a ton of energy and I'm just trying to hang on.
Kevin's a little
Trying to
nappy
hang
McGee.
on.
Kevin's a little nappy McGee. Rod is the only one who matches my energy.
I don't know.
Rod is the only one who matches my energy.
The hardest part about picking with Rod is the unexpected suplexes. I'm like I'm in the middle of a negotiation
That's why
and
my
I'm
back
just
was hurt.
hurled backwards into a suplex.
All right, wait, what comment were you trying to read when I
Corky
interrupted
Picker
you?
Chad says, if you want something a secret, do not tell Dave.
That's very true.
Here we go.
I called Mike, and he was appreciative that I blew up his spot on the new podcast.
You blew up his
He
spot?
liked the fact that I did.
Yeah.
I
he
announced it prior to
ticked
the
at me. I
episode
said,
going
I
live.
don't think it's an upgrade to go from Dan to Mike. He was not happy.
I did tell him I told him he should get
He
mad
was
at you
not
because he
happy.
said it was. I sicked him on you. I was like, Kevin said it was a downgrade going from Dan to you. You should call him about that. He's like, oh, I'm going to call him right now. I'm going to call him right now. That's what he said.
In between cigs. How is he going to be able to do a podcast for an hour without smoking 6 packs of cigarettes?
You can vape.
He's gonna have
Please don't be a professional podcast. I'm
Get
afraid
heckin' Steve it
people
up.
will unsubscribe in droves if you do that.
We won't ever be unless Kevin magically figured out internet and technology, which I'm not counting on.
We talking about professional and like what we talk about, or in
The
quality?
quality, because you looked so handsome. And I looked medium handsome, and Kevin looked like blurry, loud mess.
We look like the evolution of man. It's like Kevin's kind of Cro-Magnon.
Yep.
You're like halfway, and I'm like perfection. Like this is what Kevin would look like if he could grow a beard and he was handsome. Just kidding, Kevin's handsome.
Wolfman Goodies, happy
I just wanted Kevin to know.
Listen, is Mercari done? Did we get a Mercari update after that dude quit or
Mercari's
got
done
fired?
officially.
So Rockstar said it's going
Allegedly.
out of business.
Did he?
Rockstar said
He
that,
did,
and
didn't
I
he?
always trust in Rockstar. Yeah,
I
he
want to
did.
let's just for funs and giggles. Let's see what his latest video is because I'm wondering what's happening. in the
It
world.
says American Arbitrage is the worst reseller, is what it says. So that's pretty good.
Well,
Hey, our new episode came out. Oh, look at that.
Oh, the Lululemon $1 million scam. That's his latest video.
Why is it $1 million scam?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
So I should probably return the Lululemon. So I was
Well, I
thinking,
think
if I'm gonna
somebody
continue...
scammed. Like people were scamming Lululemon.
Oh,
stuff.
yes, there was. I saw
people.
that. There was a lady in Jersey, I think.
That's
that
how
got
we can get
arrested.
clicks. We just go off his topics and we talk about him here in more in depth.
So I was thinking, wait, I'm almost never fit. So I was thinking, Carrie, I need to do this yoga. I went to this Roffler thing, and they said I should do yoga. It'll keep my back in balance and aligned.
Real quick, sorry. He has a new video. He's done 2 videos since then. That was 22 hours ago, and he's done 2 more videos.
That's a lot of videos.
He did Last Chance to Fix eBay Sales and Pricing before Black Friday. That is true. Thank you, Rockstar. And then Elon Musk scanned $600,000 on Facebook.
M-U-S.
Must.
Yeah, like M-U-S-T, like musty. So there we go.
Elon
You want to know
Musk.
what's happening in the resale world? I think he's the person.
No, he's saying he must do something. He must do
No,
what?
Elon Musk. It was in quotation. Like that was the name of the guy. Like it was. I don't know.
Okay. Must.
I'm just letting you know what the titles are, and you guys decide if you want to watch later.
Yeah.
You
There's
can
an
leave this
article.
podcast
I
right
put on my
now and watch
watch later list.
Rockstar.
I can't read this. Blue Ridge Voice. This is a local article. Virginians say Goodwill stores have prices as high as retailers like Walmart. But I can't find the article.
true.
They just have comments. Do I got to pay?
They're
to read
higher
this
than a
article?
lot of Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this straight.
Which
You
is why,
donate
like,
stuff
don't
to-
give away your stuff to Goodwill.
Yeah,
Give it
there
to
you
me.
go. That's what this
Yeah,
commenter
donate-
says. Let me get this
Yeah,
straight.
donate to the Commonwealth.
You donate stuff to Goodwill. They sell the items for more
Benell's
than
finest
most are
right here.
worth.
Donate it to me.
Then before paying for items, you're asked if you'd like to round up the dollar amount for their overpriced used items. It's like, yeah, you got it.
Kevin does like 8 videos about not rounding up.
Do you know what I like
No,
to
I
do
did
when they
one
ask to
vi-
round up? I just
maybe 2.
turn around and I hand $1 to the person behind me. I'm like,
That's just
Donate.
for
I
you.
don't go anymore.
Well, you could
so
give
I
the
do
change
those
to the person
videos.
behind you.
oh, just give the change to the person behind
Yeah.
me. I donate it to them.
Dude, I watched a TikTok from Storage Auction Pirate.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't watch the whole thing. It was like 60 seconds. I didn't want to watch the whole thing. But I watched like 4 seconds of it. And he paid $30,000 on a container. I think. Maybe not. It could have been clickbait. I didn't watch past
No,
4
he
seconds.
pays
but
up.
That seemed like a lot of money.
He pays, dude.
That
He
seemed like a lot
often
of money.
pays $10,000, $15,000.
But it was full of. It was full of. What is the name of that?
Paprika?
No, it's a kind of like
John?
shampoo and stuff.
Perts Plus?
Yeah, Perts
Pro,
Plus. That's
Pantene Pro V?
It's not Pantene Pro V. Either way, like I don't know if I'd want to spend that much on that kind of product because if they're in a hot storage unit, they could be bad.
I don't know.
And then
Storage
you pay
units.
$30,000.
Storage units is a good. It's a
super
good
iffy.
niche though. I think Harry Tornado's into it now, right? Isn't he
Is
doing
he?
storage
Is he?
units or something now?
I want to do one.
did
I want to do a
I'm doing
storage.
another.
Storage
I'm gonna
Daddies
do
is
one
a
next
channel that
week.
will happen
We'll do
at some
2
point.
next week.
Well, Storage Daddies was first, so even if Kevin does it, remember me and Carrie talked about
We,
it.
we
Whatever.
thought about
Dave,
Storage Daddies,
I'll
and then
make a
Kevin's ripping off the
prediction right
idea.
here. Here's my prediction. I know Carrie well enough, not as well as you do, Dave, that when you go into a store, you better buy the cleanest storage unit in the world because Carrie ain't gonna move nothing out of that storage unit. Even if it's clean, you're gonna have to
Carrie-
push it.
But okay, that's part of the. Okay, I found it. It's
It's part of the reason we're not doing
Philosophy.
it. Probably.
Philosophy is the brand. It was full of the philosophy like shampoos and stuff. Anyways, no, I know that. That's why Dawn exists, Kevin. Come on,
Yeah.
I'm not dumb. Like he's the
He's
guy
gonna
that
be the
just
camera
watches
guy
me and
and
Dawn
edit
load
it.
the car and unload the car. My back is
People
injured.
looking at me in this right now. This is why they're watching right here, guys.
My
I'm bringing
back-
the people in, and I offer nothing
the
but
flea
just a
market.
vacant stare and
We're
just
at the
this.
flea market. My back is highly injured, and Carrie's the kind of guy who like looks at his little wagon that I lent him. He's like, how do I close this thing? I don't know. It looks hard, and he's like just poking it, like just waiting for me to do it. And I'm like, I'm hurt.
Hold up in the
Tina,
middle.
can you help?
You didn't say it like that.
And
if you
then
would have
Tina
cried, I would
saved
have.
me. Tina saved me and did it for him.
Now I know. If I do it again, then I'm bad. I am like I sometimes realize how lazy I am, like physically. Like mentally I'm not, but physically, like sometimes I go like, why is it like sometimes I'll have like 5 things to ship, like labels. Just print the labels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ah.
Will you watch someone else do it like Dawn and be like, why am I not like that? Or you're just like, I'm glad
Yeah,
they're
I don't
doing
know.
it?
There's something wrong with like how I not how I
It's
was
the
raised. My
opportunity
parents are great,
cost
but,
of
like,
what you could
how
be
I-
doing. What TikTok you could be watching.
Well, he's just sitting there looking at Dawn do it.
And I feel bad.
That's
I do
good.
feel
Yeah,
bad.
That's good.
I feel bad that I'm forcing you to do this.
No, it's not. It's just look.
Mm.
Look, guys. Let's get off this subject, eh?
Let's move it forward. All right, fine. Back to Wicked. Not a great film. It was
Yeah,
okay.
it was
I
a
give
good
it
film.
a 6 out of 10.
I give it
6.
seven
Man, it's
seven
disappointing.
munchkins out of 10.
Kevin, it's a part 1. First of all, it's a part 1, and almost nothing happens. I mean, they really don't get anywhere.
Yeah, they went to school.
Yeah, it's like literally it. It's crazy. how
Basically,
little
Mean
happens.
Girls with just like.
Did you
Oz-
ever
And
see
just
the
some of
play?
stuff is so dumb. So dumb. No, but it's so dumb, Kevin, because everyone hates the fact that she's green, right? She's an outcast because she's green, but there's talking goats.
There's a talking
How
goat
is that not
professor,
weird? It's like
It doesn't make any
this
sense.
person
There's
literally
talking
has
donkeys in the Bible.
fur.
and it's talking. That is amazing. That is
Yeah.
it's so cool. And then they're worried
And
about
in
something
And her having
stupid.
greenness. Yeah, it's very dumb.
So I
Yeah,
like.
the premise is flimsy.
Did Rod gives us these updates on these movies that are coming out in 6 months and whatever, which is really I like it because you
Yeah.
can grab the right things. But I don't remember hearing a Wicked update from Rod. That would have been a good one.
What kind of Wicked
Because-
update are you looking? He does like superhero stuff.
Well,
And he likes
comics.
nerdery, not theater nerd stuff,
Yeah.
like classical nerdery.
Straight nerd. That's a good point.
Well, we could have seen Gladiator 2. I think there's a little regret, that we didn't see Gladiator 2.
Yeah, no, I want to see Gladiator 2. It's more Fast, More Furious. Is
But I
that
heard
the
Russell
tagline?
Crowe's not in it.
No, he isn't. He died in the original.
Is he dead?
Well, he's alive in
real
real life,
life
but he
he's
died
dead?
in the movie.
Oh.
This is not Spider-Man. They can't bring him back. It's not the
Sure.
multiverse.
Yeah, the
Why can't
Roman
they bring it
Empire
back?
in the
There's a
multiverse.
multiverse and everything.
Yeah, of course there is.
I wanna
Gary.
see that
You can't
movie.
Not be
We all
multiverse
could-
in reality. Only in
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
Well, no, because they do it more than Marvel now. They do it everywhere.
The thing is,
It's because they only make
like,
the same
I
movie.
feel like Gladiator 2 is like a Kevin movie, though. I feel like Kevin would go there and he'd be like,
Gladiator was
I could
good.
do that. I could fight lions. When in reality, you would pass out and have a heart attack before a lion even approached you. I feel like.
That is a valid point, Kevin.
Marcus Aurelius.
Let's
the
dig into that.
philosopher.
I think the hardest part about being in Roman times for Kevin would be there's no zone or zen. You would have to just feel his emotions.
Coffee. Actually, that didn't come around to the Ottoman Empire.
Do they even have? Look, you get tons of fresh water out of lead pipes. That's not going to do any harm.
Actually, that's probably why you had people like.
Dude, I know.
There's some of
Fall
the
the Roman Empire.
yeah Caligula. That's
So I
probably
think it
why
was.
he was.
I think it was Paige.
Kevin would like that part, I think.
I think it was Paige who had said
Kevin
that
would like the Caligula part.
I just sold 8 ornaments for $12. That's terrible. I
Better
think it
not
was Paige
sell
who
'em.
said that my strategy of reselling, mine ADHD strategy of reselling, is to list everything high and then put it on a huge discount. That's not my strategy.
Dave has no strategy.
Yeah, it's definitely not on purpose.
It's not thought out. It's just like we go kind of with you're like a jazz musician.
Dave
You're just feeling
makes
it out.
plenty
You're
of
just
money
like
on it.
going with the vibe of it.
No, I think it's more like stuff goes on sale if I have it for a certain amount of
I
time.
just sold something for
but he was
30%.
also going on about how like coupons don't work and I think it was him who was saying that in the locker
I
room.
never do
Well,
sales
you gotta tell
on
that to
eBay.
Tech
You don't
and
do
Sports.
sales
I
on
never do
coupons?
sales
Don't they?
on eBay. Yeah,
Don't
very rarely.
Doesn't Tech push coupons and multiple
Does
purchases
he?
and stuff? I think.
Here,
Yeah.
you watch that show.
I know that
I've been zoning out on Tech lately. I haven't watched a
Wow,
lot.
that's
like
offensive.
no,
He might be watching this. Probably not.
I doubt
but
it.
He might be.
I think that
no,
stuff
not
works.
for any reason. Like Tech is like something I watch like 1 month really hard every year to get me pumped up, and then like I'm not always in the mood for that.
Tech is the one guy who can like. I don't know if brag is the right word, but there's not a lot of people out there. At least I don't see him anymore. That are like, hey, I'm selling this, and he doesn't either. But his track record kind of makes him. I don't know. I can't do that.
You try like the Tech thing, but you can't like really back it up with the
No.
sales
Oh,
history.
but
or
he
anything.
can back
I'm
it
just
up.
Some guy. No, I can't back
like
it
a
up.
dump truck.
I don't want. $1 million.
Ever since he got that
sales or
booty
whatever. I
implant.
don't know. Is there that many YouTubers?
You
out
notice
there
he's
doing
not
that?
using the seat cushion anymore, folks.
I got
He's
the
got
seat
natural
cushion on right here. This is the
silicone
one I bought
cushioning.
in Florida. It's a good one. I like it. Now
I got a good one with Carrie and Dawn when my back was hurting. I went to a sale. They had a seat cushion and a back.
Well,
and
did
bought
I
them
show
both, and
you?
now my back's
That I
all better.
comped it out. This seat cushion sells for $40. It's a good
With Commonwealth farts, or does that increase the value?
one.
Oops, I accidentally turned on something.
Carrie's
I
playing
wouldn't
music.
think.
I like it.
If I touch that, it turns it on.
Stop touching your ear during the
I'm so
podcast.
glad I
Keep my
can't
hands
see what's
elsewhere.
We got a lot of complaints about your ear touching, so I think.
Did
this
we
is a good-
really? Or you just noticed it and you wanted to?
I've never noticed it. Yeah, so I set up a trap. Every time he touches his ear, music plays really loud.
That's how you train me. I'm
So
like
listen, I made
Pavlov's
a sale.
dogs.
I made a
over here.
terrible sale during this episode at $12.50 for 8 Hallmark ornaments. Check that out.
Hey, I got a J-Ride sale.
Exciting.
I got it free at a
okay.
sale, and there's remotes there, and one of them just a Sony little DVD remote, and it was free. I'm like, I'm never gonna list this thing, but I did. I listed it for $6.95, and it sold. There you go, J-Ride. Thanks a lot for the information.
That's pretty boring.
Yep.
What happened to the Reseller Island podcast? Is that done officially?
I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. It doesn't
Are
look
you
like
really
they're doing
looking
any
it up?
episodes right now.
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
Well, it's a Utah thing. You're not. You can talk trash about Utah
We
people
should-
now because
yeah.
you don't live there anymore.
A bit
Terry.
flaky.
How many podcasts
Flaky.
have come and gone?
Allegedly.
And we're still doing this stupid
There's,
thing.
yeah. Yeah, but ours is getting. We're losing
How
subscribers
come-
at
Yeah.
this point, which is kind of
I
nice.
watch.
Actually, guys, go ahead and subscribe. Fight the trends.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
guys, subscribe, unsubscribe. I'm not checking.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. we love you if you stay. If you leave, we still love you.
We still love you. You won't hear us profess our love because you're not watching.
Yeah.
Or maybe you unsubscribe and continue to watch, which is the
Ooh.
ultimate play.
Yeah. Okay, what Kevin?
You
were saying?
use us, but you don't appreciate us.
Subscribing is such a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like we're asking too much of people.
There was a subscriber purge.
Just watch the videos. We get paid for you watching the videos. You don't have to sub.
Yeah. Well, there. I
mean,
also,
Logan
it's
Murphy's-
such a
It's a
tease.
vanity metric, and nobody loves vanity metrics more than
died,
Kevin.
and he's still a
That's why you-
Patreon, and you can't.
Kevin,
even
where's
just
your
sub?
play button?
right there?
Where's your play button? Show it to
Show it
everybody.
to us.
Are you cutting this off when I show it to you? That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to
Have
do.
you pre-keistered it, Kevin? Have you pre-keistered that? Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
been
look at that.
keistered. Look at
That's
all the
awesome.
brown on
Look
there.
at that.
Wow, nice
love it.
play button, Kevin.
Does that bring you a lot of pride? Do you show everybody who
No,
comes in the
I-
cabinet?
No,
I
actually,
hide
Kevin's
them
pretty
behind the
good
door.
about it. Like, I will say, there's some people who like.
Put it in the background.
I
of
get
their
putting it up on a
videos.
wall. Listen, I get it being in the background of your videos to like where you often make videos and you can see it.
It
But when
depends
they
on what
take
kind of creator
videos in
you are.
all these different spots, and it's always behind them. It's like, are you moving it to every other
No,
room
man.
you're in?
I
Didn't you
I
do
didn't say the name.
that? Oh, okay.
just have it in like a little baby, have it in a
Common
baby
knowledge.
carrier in every video.
Where
Yeah,
you-
like I could see it being there, but I just don't know
Well-
about it. Like moving it with you, like. If you're going to be going to the grocery store, you don't need to put it in the
I
baby
aspire
seat of
to
your
be.
carriage.
This is not going to happen
cart.
because I think I'm too vain. But I aspire to be the guy who puts it in the bathroom.
You could do that, but then you're gonna have to do the content in there. So.
When Carrie
I
gets
mean,
his,
one day I'll
which
have it. Would I
won't
put
be
it
long,
here? Maybe.
and then
Maybe.
Dave gets
Maybe
his
here.
for Cooking
Why
Daddy.
not?
We
Yeah,
should
when we
just-
get ours, we should put
should
them
all
behind
wear
us
'em all.
in the podcast.
Little Flavor Flav.
You
Just
should.
wear them around our neck one day. That's
Do you remember when Rakin had to show his?
That was good. I like
couldn't
that,
help
though. I
it.
appreciate that. That was cool.
It was pretty cool.
It means nothing, but I still want
It does.
or two.
No, it means everything if we're being
It means
honest.
nothing. It's a big moment. Like I think my kids would finally be impressed.
Yeah, your kids will finally see that you're doing.
They
You're
might
close. You're
finally
close
love
on
me.
cooking, but then
Yeah.
it's kind of like when I was gonna hit 1 million on TikTok 3 years
it
ago,
never
and it's just
happened.
like, you know what,
Stop it.
900,000, you'll never get another person.
Are you verified on TikTok?
No, I've even tried.